Am I live? Am I live? Am I live? I don't even know if I'm live. If you see me, let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Kamala Malu. Hi. If you see me, say hi. I don't know what's happening here. I can't seem to see myself. I can't seem to see myself. Okay, I'm live. Hi. Okay, I'm live. Hi. What's up, you guys? How you doing? You guys will not believe my setup this evening. I was just like, you know what? I am done trying to make everything perfect before I show up online, especially for my lives and my sit-down videos. I'm like, I'm done trying to be perfect. I'm done trying to put everything together. I'm just going to show up here and chat with you guys because I'm at that stage in my life where I can't see comments. What is happening? Okay, let me just open this one. I'm at that stage in my life where I feel like logging off. Okay, hey, yes. But I can't see myself. Okay, I can see myself. So I'm at that stage in my life where I feel like logging off the internet. Like I should just switch off delete all my apps and just fling my phone somewhere. Nobody should even call me. Maybe they can just call me with my friends and my parents and my siblings can just call me with my husband's number or my second number. But my regular number and everything, I feel like just logging off and just disappearing because everything that's happening in Nigeria now, I'm just like, okay, cuckoo carry all of us now. Trumpet should just do and come and sound. Let all of us be going because I'm tired. We just came out of not like we're really out of it, right? But we just went through justice for Ochanya, and then on the heels of that, Donald Trump is in America threatening to come and do whatever in Nigeria. Nigerians, the guilty parties, are there denying that there is anything happening in Nigeria. It's just a mess because it's like we all know the truth, but it's like everybody's just living in a simulation. Like we are all just pretending like we don't know what is happening, right? Then on the heels of that, or while that one is still going on, there's prices of fish in the market has not changed. Price of garri in the market has still not changed. Everything is still up and up. We don't know whether there's going to be fuel scarcity. We don't know whether there's going to be this and that price. In fact, then on top of that, Regina Daniels said we should not sleep. I'm laughing, but it's not funny. You're hearing Regina Daniels, oh, you're hearing this. Oh, before Regina Daniels, Natasha, what do you want to call her? Natasha Denona? Natasha, the senator. Why is her name just escaping me? Natasha, the senator. Anyway, that one too, with all her power, all her everything, connections, go. They had the audacity to seize her what is the name? Passport at the airport. I'm like, if you can seize her own passport, then who am I? You can cuckoo seize me at the airport and nothing will happen. If you can, you know who she is and you had the audacity to seize her passport because of one thing. Then who are the rest of us? So these are all the things that whenever I see, I'm just like, I can't deal. Natasha Akpoti, yes. When I see all this is, hi guys, welcome. I was just like, I wanted to announce this live, but anytime I try to announce live, by the time the time for the live is coming, either I start regretting, and I'll be like, who sent me? This introvert thing of when you're making plans. Oh, we'll go out tomorrow, we'll do this, we'll do that. When the time is now coming, and I'm like, but who sent me? Why did I say that? So it usually happens whenever I schedule live. So I'm just like, I'll show up when I show up, and whoever is live will see me. whoever is not live will see me after the live ends. Can you guys hear me clearly? Can you see me clearly? I'm using my laptop. My laptop is on top of facts. But anyway, I don't care about it being perfect. As long as you can hear me and you can see me, kind of, it's good. Anyway, so if they can seize Natasha's passport at the airport, that she had to go on Facebook Live, had to talk, speak English, even call the president's name. She called her, she name dropped though. She name dropped before they now agreed to give her. Then who are you and I? Well, I don't know about you people. Some of you here, you will have connection. Who am I? That one, they will just drag me. You know, they just drag somebody by the collar. They'll just drag me by the collar and fling me to one side. So these are the issues that when I see, I'm just like, which way forward, Nigeria? Which way forward? Anyway, I'm in my kitchen. I need to clean. I'm not even cooking this night. I'm not cooking. Anything we see, we'll eat. And we're doing movie nights this night. So anything we see, we're just going to eat. We've had late lunch and it was quite, well, not so heavy, but it was heavy-ish. We had beans and gari. So I don't think I'm going to prepare anything for dinner. But I need to clean up. My cleaners are coming tomorrow to clean. So I need to do the pre-cleaning before they come and clean. You have to clean first, then your cleaners can now come and clean after. I'm thinking of increasing, because they come once a week, but I'm thinking of increasing the frequency of their visits, because before the next Saturday comes, I've cleaned like 100 times in between. So what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Before they come the next Saturday, I've cleaned, I've mopped, I've sweat every day. So it's like people are now coming to just do once and go. So I think I'll increase their frequency to twice a week, even though I don't really need, I don't know, I need more of small helps throughout the day than that one big help with cleaning, because there's some rooms in this house we don't really enter. My office, we don't really use the bathroom, so. But anyway, it is what it is. So I want to just be washing plates, cleaning my kitchen while I chat with you guys. You guys should tell me, what you want us to chat about. All the things I just mentioned, you guys should tell me what you want us to chat about. Very beautiful hair. Thank you. Oh, yes, you can see me clearly. Thank you. Oppression is too much, my sister. Don't get me wrong. There's oppression everywhere. That's one thing I keep telling people. If it's about oppression, there's oppression everywhere. If it's about racism, tribalism, whatever, it exists everywhere. If it's about corruption, it exists everywhere. If it's about any bad thing you can think about, it's not peculiar to Nigeria. But what makes Nigerians own different is the audacity. Hey, the audacity, the brazenness, the boldness with which we carry out some of these injustices. They shock me. The boldness. Let's start from Regina Daniels, even though to me, I don't know. I feel sorry for the girl. Many people don't feel sorry for her. Many people, have one thing or the other to say because, she supposedly married a billionaire and this and that. But I feel sorry for the girl because, number one, when that girl got married, please, let's not be that I'll now be talking here. I'll now forget to do what I'm supposed to do because I know myself. I know myself very well. I can stand here and talk for 3 hours and I will not lift a spoon. So let me just start from removing some of the trash. So I need a bag that I'll use and pack trash. Okay. I don't know what this hole is. I don't know if you guys can see me. There's a hole they left inside my kitchen. So I just use it to put all my nylons. So I know people don't feel sorry for Regina Daniels because, she married a rich man, because she was flaunting her wealth. She was, mocking. I don't know if she was mocking or she was responding to people and saying, better to cry in a Ferrari, this and that, right? So people try to, people are now laughing at her because of that. It's not like, how the mighty has fallen. But you said he was this, you said he was that, right? Me, one thing that the wealth part is not even my own issue, right? Whether she married a rich man or it's because of money. My own issue is that there were so many red flags with this whole situation. So many red flags. And you see this selective feminism we do in Nigeria. That's why, in fact, let's not enter the topic of feminism, because that's why when I say things like, I'm not a feminist, it's not that I don't believe in equality or I don't believe in this, but I think that sometimes people just hide under feminism to virtue signal when it suits them. And when it doesn't suit them or when it doesn't concern them, they are the most mean, wicked, devilish people to other women. I'm talking about women here, okay? We're all, most of us are women that are watching this thing. So whatever, if you like, vex, what are you going to do? Highest thing you log off, those that need to hear will hear. Those that don't want to hear, well, can't they go? So I'm talking about women now. A lot of women, and I have this thing because I have so many things to say. Because the truth is, in real life, those people who are actually helping women on ground, doing things to, move women forward in general, helping the society, not just women, helping the society, helping children. You see those people that are really doing it, they don't care about your feminism, whether I'm a feminist or not a feminist, whether you call yourself a feminist or you don't call yourself a feminist. They're not there policing how you show up in the world. They are just there to do the work because they can see that on ground, people are suffering, women are dying. Who they tell? Kim, people are dying. People are dying, but on social media talking about how can you say you're not a feminist? You can say you're not a feminist because you went to school. I'm just like, that's not the point. Those are not the issues. Okay, those are not the issues. The real people who are entering villages, the real people who are touching the lives of women in the way they can, they don't care. So they don't even know about this your tag. They might. Let me give an example. My mom, for instance, right? I know I talk about my mom a lot because my mom is one of those people that, shaped my life in a very direct way. My mom, for instance, right? I don't think I've met anybody who is more feminist than my mom. Not because she aligns with all the tenets of modern feminism, right? Or because she knows all the lingo, or the patriarchy princess. She doesn't know all those patriarchy princess, pick me, male supremacy. What's the other one? They always say, misogyny, misandry. She doesn't know about, she might know them. She studied English, she's educated, so she might know them, like the name, but she can't relate. It's not her business, right? So when I say she's like, I don't know anybody who is more feminist than my mom, is the fact that for somebody who grew up in that time, my mom is 70, right? She's over 70. For somebody who grew up in that time, what my mom does for women, for an Igbo woman, Anambra Igbo woman that grew up in that time, what she does for women, it cannot be explained. Are you guys still there? Hi. Thank you so much for the super chat. Yay. Thank you. Good morning from New York City. Oh, is it morning there? Yeah. So my mom does so much for women, for widows. Is it by talking? Anywhere she sees them, she will be talking. Is it by helping out? Mind you, she's not the richest though. Mind you, she's not like she's working or something, or she has one trust fund or one inheritance somewhere. No. Out of all the money she can scrape together, this woman is building houses for widows. That is what, when I want to hear, I'm a feminist, that's what I want to be seeing you doing. It's not coming online to be doing theory about how you cannot say, or you can say, or how you can, who's washing plates and who's not washing plates. That's not what it is to me. It is who is on ground, who is actually changing lives. Not who can type the best paragraphs on Twitter. Anyway, this woman is building houses for widows. My mom is kind of person that, even in situations that involves her brothers, she will side with the woman if the woman is being oppressed. She does not care that, you know how Igbo people are with my son, my husband, my brother. My mom no there for that one. No. My mom no there for that one. Anywhere a woman is being oppressed, she will go there and put her mouth. She will fight for you. Hey. So I've mentioned physically by talking. She's always advising women everywhere. Anywhere my mom goes there, advisor of the universe, whether you want the advice or not, whether you take it or not, my mom will be advising you. Imenanka, don't do this, don't do that. Do this, don't do that. Don't take this, don't take that. Do this for yourself. Stand up for yourself. She will give you the advice. Leave that situation if it's not serving you. She will give you the advice. Then she puts her money where her mouth is. She brings her money from the small money that she has. She feeds widows. There are people that she put on salary. When I say my mom does not have any inheritance anywhere, you might not understand. Like the money she uses to do these things are money that we all give her monthly, right? She has people she put on salary. In our compound there in the village, she planted cassava, right? They planted plenty cassava. When this cassava is ripe, whatever, is ready for harvesting, she will harvest them, she will send them to process. She will pay for it, though. She will send them to be processed into gari, and she will share this gari in the village for free. She will share gari to, she has people that she shares gari to monthly, whether it's 2 paint rubber, half bag, or what, she will share. She will pinching from what she has to give people. So she puts her mouth where her money, where her mouth is. She's building house for people. Though. When I say building house, I mean like she will start the project. Then anybody that contributes, fine. Anybody that sees and wants to help, fine. But she will start the project. That's my mom. Oh, this is not what I came here to talk about. But let's just continue. Dash my mom 200K today. Yeah, my mom will go and start foundation for somebody. She will say that it's God that sent you to dash her that money. 200K that they dash you now. You just enter ready to wear. In fact, shawarma, bang, 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 bang. This woman, that's her 200K today. She will go and start foundation for somebody that she has been eyeing in that village that the person does not have this. Oh, there's one woman that has 5 children. The children are not doing well. There's one she was telling me the other day about the woman's children died. Like the woman's direct children died. So she's left with so many grandchildren. And this woman, her leg is not good. So she's, she works with walking stick and she's selling potatoes. My mom had to put her on salary. I had to put her on salary. I started giving her things, monthly, and kind of things come. Even when I have, people always ask me, oh, my children's clothes or things I don't wear again. My dear, my mom does charity in the village. So I sent to her first. Maybe the next batch I'll try and announce to subscribers. But I sent to her first because she has people that are waiting on ground that she's sending these things to. So if we're talking about, people that deserve to be calling themselves that name, my mom is number one. But she does not give a flying F about you people's Twitter wars or about you people mocking Regina Daniels or the theory behind why Regina Daniels fell for patriarchy, or is it patriarchy princess, or is it pick me? She no send. In fact, the way my mom operates, if she hears this Regina Daniels story and Regina Daniels is someone that is close to her, she don't care whether it's the rich man wife or poor man wife or poor man pikino. My mom will go there and choke her head. She will now buy the fights. That's where the physical part comes from. My mom, that is over 70. If you see where she's setting hand here like she wants to fight somebody, you will be like, hello, what are you doing? you know they fear. If you see my mom is threatening men like this, I'm talking about grown men, grown ass men. If you see where she's threatening men like this, you will not believe. She will threaten them as if she wants to fight them like physical fights, like fire for fire, when they are oppressing other women. Mind you, she will fight for you even when you're not fighting for yourself. If you're there saying, oh, she does not care. Make her your enemy. Because I see people online say things like, you don't put mouth in couples fight. You don't put mouth in people's quarrel. If not, they will use you and settle. My mom no send you. She will insult you and that your husband together. As she's fighting for you, she will be insulting you in that fight. She will be telling you, I'm a me, Jeshia. I know you will go back there, but she will fight that fight. Use her and settle now. She'll move on to the next person. I'm the only person that needs help in this world. She'll move on to the next person, right? So these are the things that when I see, I now come and compare them to what I see online. I'm just like, oh, we're all jokers. I imagine myself, we are all jokers. We are all jokers. You cannot say that this is what you believe, but it's only on social media you believe it. In real life, you ain't doing shit. In real life, you're not helping anybody. In real life, you're not doing anything to help anybody that is in need. But you come online and your voice is the loudest because you can type paragraphs and you can use the big English. Anyway, that by the way. Let's get back to Regina Daniels. So that union had so many red flags. So many red flags that I was like, people forget that, number one, this girl was very young. They said she got married at 18. But she did not meet him at 18. Okay, yeah? She didn't meet him at 18. Two, the whole virgin talk, that thing was creepy AF. That thing was sauce AF. The whole, he wanted a virgin, he likes a virgin. That conversation was just, it was scattering my head. Yeah? What else again? Sixth wife, being the sixth wife. So aside the fact that, whether he had money or not have money, or the mother push her, the mother did not push her, These were obvious red flags that I was just like, what the hell? And people were, I remember people saying things like, oh, and not only Regina Daniels fit advise me. I remember when Annie Macaulay's situation happened, I remember saying this thing that time. I remember saying it, that when the person is there and enjoying in quotes, everybody will be, not everybody, but women will be saying, go girl, yes, now you Sabi, now you they win. This one, that one, that one. When it goes left, you now start crying Petraki and this one. Who are we deceiving here now? Who are we deceiving here? So, can you guys see me while I'm washing plates? Let me be reading. Yes, it's Kinky Minute Twist. It's a hair video. It was sponsored. That was the word. So I'm going to post the video later on. You see all the details. I told that you're holding this for a purpose. My sister, I don't just forget. I don't even know how I'm going to pull off what I want to pull off. I don't know how, but I really need to clean this kitchen because this is my life now. If you see me, I go from, like I filmed video today. I wake up, let me just give you my typical day. I wake up in the morning, I come downstairs, prepare my kids' lunch for school, prepare their breakfast, get them ready for school. Then I go back upstairs, I have my bath, I dress up. Either I drop them at school or I come downstairs and start filming videos or editing videos or doing something on social media, whatever. Then the moment I'm done, I come and start doing lunch. Then after lunch, I start doing dinner. Then after dinner, I start cleaning, arranging. I go to bed 1 a.m. most days. It's a lot. My things are not yet here from the UK. And by my things, I don't really care about 90% of what is inside that container. You see my fridge. Can you just send me the fridge and keep the remaining? They can be clearing those ones until later. But can you just send me my fridge? Because this tiny ass fridge that I have here, I don't know if you guys can see it. This fridge I have here is too small. Even the inside, in fact, half of it is already the freezer part of the fridge, but it's not even like it's a big. It doesn't make sense. It's too small. So I'm cooking. I see myself cooking almost every 2 days. Almost every. I needed this fan. But this fan will make noise. I need this fan. I see myself cooking almost every 2 days, and it's not my plan. That's not how I do my life. I beg. I mean, I was buying food before until I started thinking about the water. I said, if I'm going through 3, mind you, this house, they have a filter in the compound. My husband put a filter for the house, and then we still use this container to filter it extra. Yes, can I help you? Yeah, I'm doing a live video. Yes. Can you close my door, please? Thank you. Sorry, Cora, if you know you want to do movie night, I want when I enter that place, let me be like, oh, is this my house? It's arranged perfectly like that. Okay, then can get ready for movie night. Oh, what's the time? Oh, it's still early. But just to push arrange. Hey, people can go and be having your bath. Have your bath and change to your nightwear. And we'll get ready for movie night. And I need to clear this plate. Hey, can I say hi to the followers? Yeah, come and say hi. Please don't hit my extension box. Hi. It's a bit lagging, so you won't be able to see. Hi y'all. I can't see myself. You won't see yourself. It's this thing is lagging, and the other one is not showing well. Anyway. Anyways, let's go. Yeah, just know that they've seen you. Go. Bye. Please, when I come outside, I beg. I don't want to vex. I beg. I take God beg on them. When I reach there, I want to be like, wow. Oh my goodness. Oh, I want to be shocked. Yes? When I was trying to arrange my bed, the curtain fell on my head. The curtain fell on your head? Did you tell Daddy? All she has is a very big bump on her head. Jeez. Did you tell Daddy? I'm joking. Go and tell Daddy. Anyway, bye-bye. Okay, so women with gist is 5 and 6. Yeah. God bless her kind heart. If anything in action, not only in words. Yeah. Or a keypad warrior. Exactly. 6 wife, and that's a red flag already because you're not special than the other women. Exactly. And all the women, they are of a certain type. Nah. That was crazy business. That was really, really crazy business. All the women were a certain type. So at the end of the day, my own take is that I feel I'm a little bit disappointed in her because I thought that she was going to plan her exit. I didn't know it was going to be like this. Because for me, I actually thought that she was going to plan her exit, and this was, her putting the plan in motion and all of that. But from what I've seen so far, I don't think she planned that exit. Because my sister, you're supposed to plan your exit. I don't know the people that are around her. Were they planning forever there or what? Like, these things now. See, if you want to die with the devil, use a very long spoon. Oh. Even though I always say, even if you use a long spoon, you will still drink his poison. But if you want to die with the devil, use a very long spoon. Plan your exit. And I just wish she had been quiet. She said she fell in love with him. Let me not say what I want to say, Sha. Anyway, this thing reminds me of, there's one book I read as a child. I don't know how young I was, but I think I was in secondary school. No, not secondary school. I think it's uni. Why did I say as a child? In uni, I think in 100 level or something. Or was it secondary school? The name of the book is The Lion and the Jewel. The Lion and the Jewel, right? And I don't know, I can't remember the story very well, but I know that there was an old man who basically lured a young girl into sleeping with him, and all that. And I remember at that age, when I read that book used to vex me. That book was one of the reasons why I really don't like Wole Soyinka. This story for another day, Sha. That book used to vex. Like, the storyline was so annoying to me. It's a play. The storyline was so annoying to me. So, so I was really hoping that she planned her exit. And if she had planned her exit, if I was someone close to her, I would just tell her, my sister, when you plan your exit, Pim, you see May Edochie, she deserves a crown. Like, she deserves Woman of the Year. You see how she just Pim, even though yes, life happened to her, but she did not allow it. She not shaking. Right? I'm sure she dealt with a lot behind the scenes, but she didn't come to give anybody any satisfaction. Neither, in fact, it's part of the reason why the husband to today, ex-husband, I don't know, is he even ex? Part of the reason why till today, the guy is still the wrong kitty kata kata, still talk rubbish up and down. It's because of that her silence. It's because of it. So I don't know if you guys can hear me clearly. I'm trying to refill water here. So I just wish that she had been really, really silent about this whole thing, because my dear, fear those who have nothing else to lose. Oh. Fear those who have nothing else to lose. I know in their situation, people think that Regina is the one who doesn't have anything to lose. No, she has her whole life ahead of her. She's even still 24. 24. She's still 24. She has been married for how many years, and she's still 24. She has her whole life ahead of her. She's one that has, to me, she's one that has more to lose. Is it physical beauty? Is it a career choice? Is it age on her side? Like, she has a lot of things going for her. So it's not by cho. It's not by coming to show. It's not by trying to prove a point. You have to just pipe down low, show up when you need to show up, and bounce out. Bounce out. This is what I should fill up fast now. So, to be honest, I really feel sorry for her, but it is what it is. I can't even dwell too much on that topic, because, to be honest, I don't know why I have a feeling that tomorrow now you see joint press release, or you see joint video where they will both be looking humble and solemn and be telling us how all marriages have ups and downs, how this and that. So it is what it is. So I just wish her the best, and I wish that she comes out of this, her family comes out of this, unscathed, because hey, Nigeria, not be where they use your life play. Oh. Nigeria, it will shock her. Nothing will happen. Nothing. Like, you cry kitty kitty, jump up and down, run up, and nothing will happen. So you have to be very, very smart. You have to be very, very smart, because the man too is not stupid. You think you have an exit plan because you are young and pretty. You know, say the man know wetin they do. We deal with you in your next life. In your next life, even your own grandfather, you go avoid them. Even your own biological grandfather. When you see any sign of old man like this, you go avoid them. But the thing is, why I don't want to even harp too much on whether it's an old man because of money and all of that is that these things happen to everybody. Old man, no, young man, no, rich man, no, poor man, no, all kinds of man, no, they happen. They can be very manipulative and useless and stupid. So I don't want to harp too much on the fact that he's old, is this, is that, is this one, because it happens everywhere. So it is avoidable. Some people say it's not all these things you don't know. It's avoidable, my sister. As much as I feel sorry for people, we can't just say it's not avoidable now. I mean, come on now, it's avoidable. Human beings are not that. Human beings can change quite all right. I agree that human beings can change, but a normal regular human being will not change from this to like the range of change is not that drastic. Let me put it that way, because if you ask most women right now, I think I had a conversation with somebody recently that there are some things my husband does now that annoy me that I cannot tell you that I did not know. Like, if I want to be honest with myself, I cannot say, oh, I just woke up one morning and he started doing like, I've always known. Maybe then, the thing was sweeting me. Maybe then it was like, wow, you admire that thing about him. Well, when you enter the marriage and stay for a while, that same thing that you used to like can be annoying you. So that's what I mean by human beings don't change that much. Yes, you might not expect it to affect you to that extent, but human beings don't change that much. So it is avoidable, my sister. It is. There are certain things that are avoidable. Because this one, you even had number 1 to 5 as example. You had number 1 to 5 to watch, to learn from. But you thought you were special, you thought you were different. Let's move to, okay, let me see. And she almost unalived herself because her family was against her marrying. You see, it's probably juju. I don't want to talk that one, no, but my sister, I don't think it's with clear eye. Someone said when they accused her of taking drugs, someone said, "Do you expect her to be to be sleeping with you with clear eye?" That she needed it to be able to do all those things. Anyway, those ones are just people saying. Strength is not always by okay. I think about one. Silence is the trick most times. I wish Regina knew better. Yeah, I wish she knew better. I mean, she says she's very stubborn. I don't want to assume that everybody around her is telling her the same. I mean, it's not telling her the truth. I feel like maybe some people would have told her the truth, but like she said, she's stubborn, so maybe she didn't take it. But it is what it is. Yeah, the video of reconciliation might surface. Yeah, I'm to be honest, I won't be shocked if I see it. She will now wear. In fact, I can almost tell you what she will wear in that video. She will wear Ankara dress. She will tie scarf. She will look humble and solemn. He will sit down beside her and hold her, and they'll be talking about how there are ups and downs in every marriage. Yes, they didn't handle some things well, but right now they are in a good place. Blah 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 blah, and everybody should just give them the privacy they need. Just want that one. That one too can happen, and if it happens, what will you do? You back up. Back off. You back off. But the age gap was too much. That's why people are upset so much. Yeah, the age gap was insane. It was scary. It was insane. It was insane. And another thing I was thinking one time is this goes back to parenting. Sometimes we say, oh, your parents can do everything right and you will still turn out this way. I don't know. I don't want to talk because me, I have 3 children, and make I don't just open my mouth, just talk. And then in the future, you will have to look for how to swallow those words back. God forbid, it can never be my children. My children will grow up in grace and in strength and in wisdom. Because, but I'm just saying, people keep saying, oh, you can do everything right for your child, you can blah 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 blah, and your child will still end up this way. I don't believe that though. I believe that there must be something that you overlooked. Yes, it doesn't mean that you're a bad parent, but there must be something that you overlooked, because I don't want to think that people acting silly or acting stupid to this extent is just inevitable. Like there's nothing you can do to change it. I don't want to believe that, because there are some things I did not do, not because I couldn't do them, but because I did fear my parents. So Not even fear that my parents will beat me or anything, but fear of disappointing my parents, fear of, making my parents look stupid in public, fear of, having making my parents have to face public humiliation. That's many things I did not do. So I don't know. I don't know what it is again. Like I said, I'm still learning and I'm not trying to act like I know it all. But I feel like there's something that might be missing. Because I don't want to believe that one day my children will just wake up and do something so left field that I will not be like, is it left field or left of field? Whatever. It's something so out of the ordinary that I will not be like, hey, I tried on my best, but they still did this. I don't want to believe that too. But I think that's where prayer comes in, Sha. That's where prayer comes in too, because it's not by power, it's not by might. It's not by your own doing. You can do your best and just pray for them and use that one to cover up the one where you're lacking, because hindsight is 50-50. You might think you're doing everything right for your parents, and then in the future when you see yourself, I tell people that better be careful how you're raising this next generation. It's not like our own situation. Better be careful, because you can see yourself on podcast tomorrow, or see your child on a podcast tomorrow telling the whole world how you traumatized them. So yeah, hindsight again, like I said, is 50-50. Tomorrow now, you think you're doing all your best. Tomorrow you'll see your child on the podcast telling the whole world how you traumatized them, you did this to them, you did that to them, you didn't allow them to do this, or you didn't, because of you, they didn't achieve this in their life. So it is what it is. But I just pray that our children don't make such mistakes, because it's a lot. I even have one reel that I did though. I should have posted that reel. It's actually kind of relevant this period. Yeah, about this topic. It's really sad. Some kids can be stubborn. I'm telling you, when they are selfish. Yeah, I don't think the girl married that man with clear eyes. I wasn't really surprised with the whole drama. I can't imagine Gina with Panel 10 years time. Age is just a number. Yeah, whether we like it or not, she married for money. Nothing like Juju. Please, Juju can only catch her because she's potential candidate for such. Juju catches greedy people. My sister, you are 100% correct. You were 100% correct, because when people talk about all these juju things, to be honest, I don't really believe in it, right? But let's just say for the sake of it, I keep asking myself, they know they see Dangote catch. How come we no dey hear story about Dangote? They know they see Dangote. They know they see Otedola. How come we don't hear? I'm not saying that those men are perfect though. I'm not saying they're not doing their own. I'm sure they are doing their own too. But how come we don't hear outlandish stories from their own quarter? Yeah. Now you with your you with your 2005 Lexus, na im they use juju for. You with your Sienna, na im they use juju for. But what's his name? The real 1% of the 1%, they know they catch them. So at the end of the day, it's what you are looking for. Again, it's that same thing of dining with the devil. Where you see the wench chop, not be where you go chop food from Sister Caro hand. Yeah. No be when you go chop for Sister Caro hand, then you go chop the wench. Abi she can't give you for your house. She no can't give you for your house. Now you go look for them. So when I see women that fight other women for their husbands, I'm just like, whoa, are you dumb? Are you dumb? Where did he see her? Where did she see him to have that kind of access? Yeah. Not Sienna catching stray bullet. Yes, now with your 2005 Sienna, now you do the cash, but they did not see Otedola, they did not see Dangote, they did not see who and who. Now you they catch. So it is when I see women fighting other women, I'm like, my sister, how many women do you want to fight now? That your husband go look for her. Then your husband go look for her. She must not return. No. Ned said if she returns, she will go to rehab in Abuja. To be honest, yeah, if she returns, like I said, Nigeria is not where you want to play with your life. Oh. Hey. Because nothing will happen. No, I said nothing will happen. Highest thing you hear, they will bring out one report and explain to you how everything happened logically, and you will have no choice but to accept. Because were you there? Were you there? No, you were not. So anything they accuse you of, you have to just accept it. So that's a very dangerous situation to be in, to be honest. And I feel sorry for her, but at the same time, I'm like, well, as you lay your bed, though, there are some things that when you see my sister come up body, no do pass yourself. Don't go there and be thinking that your own is different or you are special or you are more or you are smarter. I tell women this thing a lot, especially with ladies that think that I have my standards. You have ladies like that, oh, I have my standards. I have the way I want to do my thing. Get that this that nothing can happen. Oh, you have your standards, but you are going to spend the night in that guy's house. Now, this is not victim blaming. This is not me trying to say whatever happened to you deserves to happen to you. But I'm saying that from woman to woman, my sister, you better be very careful. Suspect everybody. Suspect everybody. Don't think, oh, he can't do that. He can. he can. He indeed can. He go shock you. You see that person that you think, oh, he's not that kind of person. I mean, I've known him for years. He's not that kind of person. You're not gonna put yourself in a compromising situation with that kind of person. Whoa, hey, I've seen enough in this life, to always be scared of everybody. I've seen enough in this life. I remember, anyway, I'm not even start giving real life examples, but it was an example that happened one time, that day now God saved me. Now God. In fact, it's long story for another day. But yeah, exactly, that it can never be me, folks. It will be you, It go shock you the way it will be you. In fact, it will be you times 100. How are you and the family? We're good. We're good though. Everybody's fine. See me now. I dey wash plates. I was like, I'll carry you guys along for this one. You will keep me company while I wash this plate. Because I don't have video to post. I don't have video to post for you guys. So I'm like, okay. So I don't have video to post for you guys now. People should come and escort me. Keep me company while I wash plates. If you don't have anything to do while we chat, you can just, go and get snacks and be eating. And be giving me topics. Let's discuss. You saw what Femi Kangan did, due to pressure. She cried on the internet. But rescued her till she was forced to go back to the man. Don't joke, Nigerian politicians. Yes, now. Wonder why a lady will see a man treating others badly and expect him to treat her better. One day she go collect. Yeah, that's it now. That's it. It is inevitable. Sometimes I watch, I watch all these like crime stories and documentaries and stuff, right? There are women that go and date serial killers. Like, you know that this person is a killer. You go and date him. I'm like, hey, Melunu, if I may, do you have, is there not missing in your brain? Like, is there something, what happened in your life that got you to that part, to that point? Because it's shocking. You know somebody is a serial killer. You know that person is twisted and terrible. You know the gruesome details of the person's crime. You study them. Then it's to the child finish. When you not finish studying it, you not be like, that is the one I want to marry. Yeah, the guy said go dey fear you now. At that point, the guy too go dey fear you. Say, sister, you know what I do? You know who I be? You know who I be? Yes, I know who you be. You know what I do? Yes, I know what you do now. You know how I take do am? Yes, I know how you take do am. And you still want marry? You still want enter? Yes, now I want enter and I love you. The man said go dey fear. But there are women like that. People show. Okay, let's see. Let me go back up. The chicken. Oh, yeah. I love your videos. Thank you. Love your hair. Thank you. You guys will see this hair soon. The chicken will always come home to roost. Exactly. Watching from Canada. It's snowing. Oh, are you serious? It's snowing already. Oh, I miss snow. You guys know that when I was in the UK, winter was my favorite season. As much as it was cold and annoying, I prefer winter. I actually don't like heat. I want to snuggle up and keep myself warm. I don't want to be removing clothes to keep myself cool. So I really miss winter. Okay, I'm in the office working and watching you. Are you serious? Because reduce the volume very well. As I'm here just wagging my mouth up and down, because reduce the volume very well so that your colleagues will not say, who is that person somewhere on the internet talking trash. Um, People show us who they are, no matter how they pretend. Once you see their true colors and can't stay, run. Yes, my sister. Once you see that thing and I always tell women this thing, especially when you are still single. When you are single, there's certain signs that okay, now there are two types of red flags, right? There are red flags that are like 100% red flags, like they are totally red flags. These are red flags that even a blind person can see that this is a red flag, right? And then there are red flags that are not necessarily, let me call them yellow flags, okay? I think that's what they call them. Is it orange or yellow? Whatever. So those are flags that they can be good, they can be bad. So for instance, let me give you an example. Imagine dating a guy who anything you want, he will do it for you, or he goes with anything you say. Let's say now you ask him, "Oh, where are we going for vacation this year?" You say, "You choose, just choose and let me know. I will show up. We need to, I need to buy this thing for the house. Okay, take the money. I need to do that and do this and do that. Okay, we need to do this as a family. Which one should be okay?" Now, when you're dating such a guy, or when you're even newly married to such a guy, it's sweet though. It's like this one is not stressing me. You know, when other women are talking about how their husbands are always arguing, or always complaining, or always trying to take charge, or always trying to do things, you know, you'll be feeling lucky, you'll be feeling like my own is different. Like my husband doesn't care, he just does everything for me, he just doesn't care, he just focuses on bringing the money. That's a yellow flag that can be green. Now, let me tell you how it turns to a red flag. When you need him to take charge and he's still like, whatever you say, my love. That thing can vex you. Imagine you want to decide, okay, which school are the children going to? Where are we going to raise our children? What are we going to do for our children's future? How many children are we going to have? You know, certain situations, certain discussions that are kind of, important, where you need your husband to step up and actually have an opinion, or actually say something that will, basically help the family move forward. And he's like, whatever you want, my love. My dear, you fit give am backhand slap. You fit give am backhand slap. Maybe, oh, we should plan to, get a house, or plan to buy this car. What car should we buy? And he tells you, you just choose anything you choose now, we'll go with it. It will get to a stage, that same thing that was a green flag will vex your soul. In fact, you will be so resentful and so angry at it. So those, and for me, those flags are flags that they can be green, they can be, okay, basically they are orange flags, and they are flags that me I can live with. Okay, there are things that you can live with them, you can complain, you can talk, and you guys will come to a healthy middle. Now, he will never give you 100% of what you want, because that is who he is, and he showed you right from time. So he will never change and now become the opposite of that. However, with enough talking and enough, middle ground, as in coming to the middle ground, he will now get better. But it's still a cross that you will carry, just that he will help you carry the cross small. You will no longer carry the cross alone, but he will just help you small. But not that he will totally, take over the cross, right? So those are red flags that you can live with, because human beings are not perfect. That's the truth. If you're looking for a perfect man, sorry, hey, you go wait, you go tire. You go wait, you go tire. So human beings are not perfect. However, just make sure that the flaws or the red flags they have are red flags that you can at least manage. But you see those obvious red flags that are so sideways, they are so sideways that my sister, if you see them, run, no, run, because I know the funny thing with orange red flags, there are kind of red flags that, or orange flags, they're kind of flags that when you're angry about them and you're telling people about it, people be looking at you like, hey, what's the problem with that? As in most people, except someone who maybe is in your shoes, or was in your shoes, or is very, very smart. But most people will be like, is that why you're complaining? Like, my sister, you should be happy. Like, would you rather a man who doesn't allow you make any decision? So when you want to complain, you don't even know how to shape your mouth and complain, because many people don't get why it is triggering for you. But my sister, now who wear the shoe, no wear the pinch am. It's the person that is wearing the shoes that can tell you, don't go there. Yeah. So the next topic, let's move on. Justice for Ochanya. Okay, this Ochanya story. To be honest, that's even the major one that made me want to log off. It's not even what Donald Trump is talking about. Donald Trump and Tinubu. In fact, that one is story for another day. That's not what was bothering me. What really worried me was that justice for Ochanya situation, because For the longest time, I tried to avoid that topic because of how triggering I knew it was going to be for me, right? There are some certain topics that I stay away from. Ask my friends, do you know that all this, if you send me any video of maybe a child being maltreated or a child being beaten or a child, something happening to a child or a child being molested, all those kind of videos, if you send them to me, I will not watch them. If I manage to, first of all, from the thumbnail or, the image, you can kind of tell what the video is about. I'll first keep my phone like this and be looking at it. I'll now play it. Once I see any sign that a child is about to be, I switch off immediately. Switch off, delete, right? You say justice for Yul Judy. Funny enough, I don't know anything about Yul Judy. It's been long. It's been very long. I don't keep up with their story anymore. Like, I don't really care. So that justice for China thing, I knew that it was going to trigger me. So I avoided the story for a very long time. But these things, what's in the do my okay, you know how these things work now. You know how you can't just avoid it totally because you're always on social media and you're seeing all these things. So I was like, okay, let me even just, because I kind of remember that story faintly. I kind of remember it, like when it happened. So I was like, okay, let me just, see what this is all about. Hey, that day my head was full. Mind you, I didn't even go in very deep. I kept scrolling past so many things. Like, I'll open a video to hear the story, or I'll now see people's comments. I'll close that video and move on to the next. The thing kept, and I said, nah, I can't do this, right? And I mean, I kind of understand that you're not, you shouldn't be forced to put yourself in emotionally triggering situations or in triggering situations, period. You should not be compelled to put yourself there or forced to put yourself there because you're supposed to know what's happening, or because you're an influencer, or because you're a this. So I saw people saying things like, influencers are not talking about this thing, but when it's time for them to come and dance on the internet, they'll be dancing. We're not talking about these things. And I understand that. However, nobody should be forced to put themselves in such situations if it triggers them, right? If that's their reason, and I don't know what their reasons are, but if it triggers them, they shouldn't be forced to put themselves in that situation. However, when I was like, no, I'm so triggered, I don't want to, like, I can't take this story. The story is so, like, I was really going through it. I felt like deleting. In fact, I even deleted some apps. I deleted Twitter, I deleted TikTok. I just left Instagram and all of that. When I went to delete Instagram, I was like, but hold up, let's back up a little bit. Just listening to her story. 7 years, is it 7 years or 5 years? Whatever. So many years after, just listening to her story is triggering you. Just reading up on her story is triggering you. Just hearing what people have to say about her story is triggering you. How much more the child that went through that thing? I'm getting emotional. Yeah. If you are being triggered to hear this story, what do you think the child that lived it went through? Like, can you imagine what the person that, lived this thing, can you imagine what she went through? So, because of it, and I started telling myself, my dear, wear your big girl pants and talk about this thing. Like, wear your big girl pants and talk about it. You are triggered because of a story. Meanwhile, the person that lived it and died from it, the other children around the world, let's not say Nigeria, because sometimes we tend to, narrow this into Nigeria, like Nigerians are special. Nigerians are special, sure. Nigerians are special. Their own they're different, but it's not just in Nigeria. These things happen everywhere. So imagine the millions of children around the world who are being trafficked daily, who are being molested daily, who are being maltreated, killed, maimed. Imagine the number of children, both born and unborn, both what is the word, babies. Because I watched something yesterday about the population in China, how they kill girls. Like, they don't want girls. So once in fact, it's banned, it's illegal for you to find out the gender of your child before the child is born, because people used to remove, pregnancies just because they were female. People used to even kill their newborn. Like, they'll carry the newborn and then put in one tower so the child will die, or throw child inside. Like, anyway. So I was not telling myself, just hearing the story is triggering you. You can't deal. The person that lived through it, the child that went through it, who's going to speak up for her? What do you think she went through? So I was like, you know what, I'll talk about this thing and just, I've talked about it with a few friends. I've talked about it on my story. But the truth is that a lot of things are not going to change in this world except we all stand up. And when I say stand up, I'm not talking about hashtag justice for China. I'm talking about, hashtagging bullshit on the internet. That is not, it still goes back to my original, the first things I said when I came on this live. We should move past social media, social justice warrior, social media, virtue signaling, I'm a feminist. I'm here for the girl child. The International Day of the Girl Child. I dey do am oh, I dey do am. But at the same time, I'm like, it shouldn't stop there. It should not stop there because you think those perpetrators don't know what they're doing is wrong. I said this in on my stories. You think that the guy that as he was doing that nonsense, the father as he was doing that nonsense, you think he did not know? Teach your male children to respect women. Teach your male child not to rape. Teach your male child not to abuse women. You think they don't know? They were not taught. If your parents not teach you, you're end a human being with a conscience. Because there's some things that we put on our parents sometimes. I'm like, did your parents sit down and teach you how to do that? Don't let me vex for you here. I don't even know who I'm vexing for at this point. I rather vex than be emotional. You guys know me now. I rather vex than cry. I rather be angry than cry. Did their parents sit them down and teach them how to? Well, this boy's case, yeah, if it's father like son, so it's possible the father even taught him. Maybe father even started from himself, you don't even know. But let's just leave that story aside. But in most of these cases, where they say, "Oh, teach your son," it's not about teaching your sons. It's not about teaching your sons. They know what they are doing is wrong. There is nobody that will be raping a woman and feel like, is this wrong? They know it is wrong because they cannot come out and say it boldly in public. Look at men all over the place now defending, well, not men around me, but there are so many men now online. Any small thing, false rape allegation, Women know how to do false rape. They're always so occupied with false rape allegations. Is no longer, yes. What do you want? Anyway, they'll say is no longer misogyny, or women have become no, it's no longer feminism, it is now misandry. They are men haters, they are men don't get me wrong, I agree with some of those sentiments, right? There's some people that when you just see them, this one is just a man hater. Forget, it's not feminism or anything, you're just a man hater. You've had your bath, you look nice. What's the time? Yeah, you can watch TV. Yeah. So but we're still doing movie nights now. So if you start now to watch the TV, we'll not add that screen time to your movie time. Don't worry, close the door. So I agree with some of those things, but there's some girls you listen to, some people you listen to, this one is just pure man hate, okay? But my dear, I don't want to say I don't care that people hate men, but at the same time, that's not the most pressing issue on my mind. Like, I'm not sad that you hate men. I don't know how to explain it. I'm not sad that women on the internet hate men. Okay. I am more disturbed by what men are actually doing in real life. So yes, women hate men and it's annoying to see, especially if you have sons and all of that. Okay, I understand. And there's a place for that conversation. But when something serious like this is happening, that's not the time for us to now sit down and be saying, it's now misogyny, misandry, it's now this, it's now that. Because I keep saying this thing. Let's say I know 20 women, like that I know very well, I know their stories and all of that. Let's just say 20 women. To be honest, I'm not sure they're up to 20. I'm not sure I have up to 20 friends. Like even distant friends, I don't think I have up to 20, right? But let's just say I know like 20 women, or at least in the course of my life, I've been close to at least 20 women at some point, right? Out of that 20 women, I can categorically tell you that it's only one person that I know that wasn't molested, right? That wasn't sexually abused by a man. Now, has she received sexual harassment? Yes. She has been sexually harassed. She has been, by sexual harassment, I mean, weird comments from men here and there, men catcalling you in a very disrespectful way, things like that. I'm sure she has faced them, right? But I mean, like, There's only one person I know that will tell me that, oh, she was never abused. The other 18, the other 9, yeah, the other 18, well, let's say we're 20 now. The other 18, including me, have faced this thing one way or the other to varying degrees, right? But if I know 20 men, if I have been close to 20 men in all my life, I've not had one that admitted to doing this to any woman. I get getting my logic now. I've not met any man that admitted that, oh, yes, even if he wants to admit it in hindsight, oh, maybe I was young, I was stupid, I didn't know what I was doing. I thought this was, I did, all those teacher, okay, I wasn't taught, okay, and I didn't know, now I know better. I've not met one man who admitted to it. So the equation is not balanced. The equation is not balanced. Or are you trying to tell me that it is one man that I don't know that did this thing to all those women? Are you getting my logic now? I'm talking about I'm just using this small sample size, but extrapolate it to the whole population, right? Is that the word? Yes. Expand it to the whole population. If 80% of the population of women have been molested, but 0% of the men have agreed to be molesters, even the rapists they catch, they go deny them. Who is raping who? Who is molesting who? Who is perpetrating the crime? So when you think about it that way, you will realize that suspect everybody, my sister. Suspect everybody. I mean, obviously, there are people that you can swear for. I mean, I can't swear for anybody per se, but if I was forced to swear, I can swear for certain people. I can swear for my husband. I can swear for my brother. I can swear for my father. I can swear for... That's it. That's pretty much it, to be honest. That's pretty much it, And, without... If I want to be logical about it, you can't swear for anybody. But if I want to just go with my emotions and my reasoning and, my own logic, I can swear for this particular set of people. Okay? But women are being molested on a daily basis by human beings, by men. Yes, women, there are also women on women crimes, but these things are happening to women by men. And these men are men that live among us. These are men that we see on a daily basis. These are men we work with. These are men we are friends with. These are men that we have dated. These are men that we are married to. These are men that are our fathers. These are men that are our brothers and cousins and relatives and nephews and all over the, whatever. These are real life men that are doing these things. And the reason why none of them can boldly say they are doing these things is because they know that what they're doing is wrong. So I don't agree with that sentiment of teach your sons not to. Who taught you as a woman not to molest a man? Like, it's like saying teach your daughters not to harass men. Teach your daughters not to make false allegations of rape. You think I'm not saying that false allegations don't exist, right? But you think those people doing the false allegations don't know what they're doing is wrong? So let's leave that narrative of teach your sons. If men can be taught, put very strict penalties for these things. That is what I believe in. Put very strict penalties. I'm giving that excuse of, if men, we should raise our sons to. I don't care. I do not care. No, raise your pikin. Now that one concern you and your pikin. All I know is that if they catch your pikin, make them castrate them, make them put them for jail, make them offer. Make them offer. That sound like an Agbero. But it is what it is. Put very strict penalties for these things, and you see them being deterred. That time now, that lesson they don't really learn before they could learn them by force. They will learn it by force. But no, we're there doing theory, doing think pieces, writing thesis on it, on the pandemic, on the this one of the that, of the that one of the those. We're talking too much. We're talking too much, including me. We're talking too much. Action is what we need. You catch anybody, you can prove that this person did this. This person said happened to her. You catch anybody, Nganga straight, jail straight, and not the nice part of jail. Not the nice part. I mean, molesters are usually the ones that get, according to what I heard, that in jail they get the hardest time. They deserve it. Because you know that, I don't know, I'm saying the word since, but anyway, rape, grape, whatever, is the one crime you cannot justify. Do you know that? Let me tell you what I mean by that. Now, if somebody, you can justify murder. Not all murder, but some type of murder can be justified. Oh, self-defense. They even have the different categories. There's self-defense, there is manslaughter, there is, what are those ones? Felony, waiting. They have different names for those things, right? Aside the capital, what's the main one? The main one is homicide. No, the main one is, I've forgotten anyway. I'm not a lawyer. They have categories for it. When it comes to stealing, someone can say, oh, this person was so hungry. The person could not eat. The person was dying. That's why they stole. They stole food. The person was whatever. You can justify all of those crimes somehow. I don't mean all of the crimes. I mean, like, if under murder there's some murder that you can justify. Under stealing, there's some stealing you can justify. Under even fighting, even assault, there are some you can justify. Oh, he punched me first, I punched him 2 times. There's so many things that you can justify. But there is no justification on this earth for raping another person. There is none. You can't explain it. You cannot explain it. I mean, okay, there are people that have heard that, oh, they put gun to their head and said, they don't do this, whatever. Okay, in that aspect, maybe. But I don't even consider that one to be raping. I consider that one to be, it's a crime in its own. It's a crime in its own because, I don't know how to explain what I'm trying to say. Because the person was forced to do it, that whole situation is a crime on its own. I'm talking about people that will come and tell you they didn't know what came over them. She agreed first, then later she did not agree again. Or she did this one and this one. There's no justification whatsoever. Then the worst of them all is those that do it to children. Hell, Allah. Those that do it to children, there is no justification. Nothing you want to tell me in this life that will make me say, okay, I will never understand. Put them in the darkest, smelliest, tiniest part of jail. Castrate them while they are there and leave them castrated for a while before you now go and erase them from the earth. Let them go and continue in hell. I know I'm sounding bitter, but it is what it is. Like, let's stop giving them an avenue to think that they can get away with it. Because assault on a child changes a child's life in ways you cannot explain. If you're somebody who has gone through it, if you know somebody who has gone through it, even knowing that your friend or your sister or your child or whatever went through it, it changes you. Not talk of the person that the thing affected, the person that was directly affected. Look at how someone was saying, oh, the story is so triggering. Oh my God, I can't believe it. I was just crying when I was reading the story. This is you, far removed. How many times removed from the situation? Some of you are even in the UK, US, some of you don't, in fact, you will never come across what's her name, or Chanya's family member in your lifetime, right? And look at how it is affecting you. Then imagine that if she had survived it, imagine how her life would have been changed forever. Now, I'm not saying that people who have gone through it cannot, have something good come out of their life or become good in the future, as in, like, excel or succeed in the future and move on with their life. Of course they can, but if you peel off the layers, because they go they strong and they do hard guy, people that have been through it, because it's been a while, it happened, time and healing and moving up and down and achieving so many things in their lives, they no longer allow it to define them, right? However, when you peel back those layers and allow them talk, you will know that this thing is a lifelong misery that you have put this person through. And not only does it affect them psychologically, it affects them physically. Now, there are women who, because they were assaulted, they no longer enjoy sex, even when it is happening, freely with the love of their lives. While there are women who, because they were assaulted, they now became, what they call that thing? I need to say kleptomaniac, not kleptomaniac, like, someone who now does it too much, like just for the sake of doing it, because they no longer attach any meaning to it. They just see it as it is what it is. It's just a bodily distance. They now become addicted to it, kind of. The variation of how it can affect your life is so, like, there are so many variations of how it can affect your life, right? For someone like me, in my own situation, I've talked about this thing before. It wasn't like the main thing did not happen, but there was a lot of peripherals that were happening, right? Different people at different ages, right? The main thing that thing did to me is I am so paranoid when it comes to my children. God now went to now give me 3 girls. I'm just like, God, I don't understand now. I'm not saying I don't appreciate my girls. I love my girls like to death, like you guys know now. I'm just like, okay, I'm paranoid. You now gave me three girls. And I know it happens to boys too. So, even with my nephew and stuff, like I even feel worried for him as well. For having 3 girls, my paranoia, no, in fact, you people don't understand. When they say, oh, I can't leave my children with other people, all those things, I can't let my children go for sleepovers. If people come to visit me, and even when people come to work in my house, let's say now, cleaners are cleaning upstairs and I'm in the kitchen and my children are in their room. I'll go there and say, what are people doing here? Okay, people should come downstairs now. I don't want to be so like brazen about what I want to say. But I'll be like, people should come downstairs now. Hey, everybody, carry your toys. Let's go downstairs. Just to be seen. I want to have my eyes on my children. Meanwhile, the people that are cleaning where they're cleaning, and one is a man, one is a guy, one is a girl, right? We've had 2 men before, but one is a girl, one. They're cleaning where they're cleaning. They're not even on the same floor with my children. But I want to be seeing my children like this while they're in my house. When they go, you can walk up and down. But while they're in my house, I want to be seeing you. Because I cannot be following the cleaners up and down. But you stay where I can be seeing you. Like, is that bad for me? I'm so paranoid with anybody around my children. It's even now that I've even started to, by the grace of God and prayers and just leaving everything to God's hands, I'm now able to, to soften up a bit when it comes to certain things. But I can't be sure that my audio is still working. But for the most part, I am still very paranoid. And when I remember sometimes I'll be telling my friends certain things and they can't relate, they don't understand. They don't understand. I'm like, I was not thinking about it that it's funny how we are both women. It's funny how we both have girls. It's funny how we both, know that these things happen, but I'm more conscious of it than you because you did not experience it. So you don't really have that paranoia basically to make you want to protect your children by at all cost or whatever. But me, I'm left with that paranoia that I can't sleep with my 2 eyes closed when a stranger is around my children. I can't sleep with my 2 eyes closed. Like if my child just comes and tells me, in fact, you see me giving my children pep talk here about your body is this, your body that is. Somebody does this to you, call me. Somebody touches you, call me. Somebody tell the person you call your mother, you do this one, you do it's headache. It's headache, my sister. Like I can't just be carefree around my children. Nope. And like I said, it's not even about because I just have girls. Even around my nephews or the boys around me, if I see anybody moving funny around them, whether male or female, my sister, I dey open my eye, I dey wide eye like this. Like let's say now I go to a party and all the children are just playing. Even children are not my children, and all the children are just playing. I might see a certain man with a certain child, and I'm like, is that the child's father? Why is the person carrying the child like that? Where are they going to? I will leave the party I came for, and my eyes will be following that child until I'm sure that okay, they are safe. That's how bad it is in my head. So this thing affects you in ways that you cannot really explain. There are people that, anyway. So the point is that for somebody to do that to a child, they deserve the hottest part of, well, nobody deserves hell, child. Like at the end of the day, God will still forgive those he wants to forgive. Like those, if you ask for forgiveness, he will still forgive you. You will still go to heaven. You and that person that you even molested, you will still be in the same heaven. Or the person you molested itself can even go to hell if they had other sins. So this life no balance, I beg. Life no balance. But at the end of the day, I feel that we should stop all this theory talking online, justice for this, and women should teach your sons. That's not what's going to change the society. What's going to change the society is law enforcement. We should tighten up law enforcement. We should make sure that they are more efficient. We should believe women when they come with these stories. I'm not saying believe all women. I mean, you should be able to read, but your first instinct should not be to dismiss the women, right? When women come and give you a story like this, know that the possibility of that story being true is at least 90%, right? Listen to the story, know what she's talking about, investigate it. If you now see that she's lying, beyond reasonable doubt, though, because some people will say, oh, she's lying because she retracted. No, that somebody retracted does not mean that they're lying. Sometimes it's that you've put them through a lot that they don't even want to deal anymore. They're just like, let me just say it's never happened, just so that you leave me alone. So I bet we know these things. We know these things. There are so many women who these things actually happen to, but by the time they try to seek justice and they are being put through the ringer, like they are dealt with, people are doubting them up and down. People are saying they're not, it's not true, they are liars, they are clout chasers, they are this, they are that. Some people, I've even watched some certain stories about how law enforcement talked to these girls, who the girls now said, okay, yes, that actually they lied about it, it did not happen. Meanwhile, it actually happened. I don't know if you guys have seen that documentary. I think it's on Netflix. Is it Unbelievable? No, Unbelievable is a movie, but there's a story. There was a documentary on Netflix that they interviewed like 3 or 4 or 5 women who law enforcement basically made them retract their stories, and then still, what's the name? Then still arrested them. Oh. Hey, imagine you go and report a rape situation. Police will ask you questions, and try to twist it till they now start making it look like it's your fault and all of that. You now be like, you know what? For me to just get away from this nonsense, let me just say, okay, yes, I agree, it didn't happen. Let me just carry my things and be going. They've interrogated you for several hours in their cold room. You are hungry, you're thirsty, you're tired, you're emotionally distraught. Then when you now finally say, okay, fine, it didn't happen, then let me go, just go. They're like, Lakia, Lakia, lock her up. I'm laughing, but it's not funny. They're like, we talk calm, we talk calm. She lied about it. Lock her up and charge her for false accusation. Abi, what's the word? False false accusation. What they call them? Libel, whatever, all those things. They will now lock the women up. So we have a long way to go. So we need to tighten all those loopholes and increase. I saw that they increased the distance to life imprisonment without any possibility of parole or whatever. Oh, they say life imprisonment in Nigeria. That's a good starting point, but make it stricter. You can tighten it up some more. Make it stricter. Make it stricter that even law enforcement will be afraid of not believing women. Make it stricter, or not believing people. Let me not just say women. Not believing people, because even some men too. Some men, they don't even fit talk, because if you talk, they laugh at you. Imagine being assaulted, and when you go and talk, they say you be woman. You know the shame. They will talk to you anyhow. So you will now swallow your cry, your tears, and just walk away. So they should make it such a way that even the police officers that are handling the situations will not will be scared of not doing the right thing, because they know that the penalties on them will be very harsh. But when people are getting away with rubbish, they will keep getting away with rubbish, with more rubbish. They will keep getting away with it. I've not been reading comments. Let me see. So today I don't know anything about justice for Chanya, because it will trigger me and make me a mess. I have intentionally avoided it, and I pray she gets justice. Yeah, I get what you mean. I was like that until I thought about it, that like, what of the person that is really going through it? Oh, where's my cursor now? Okay, see it here. Have the guy and his father been arrested? Nope. To be woman now wahala. My sister, it's not even a today thing, Sha. It's not a today thing. So that now we now have social media, we now have so many avenues to talk about these things. If you know what our mothers went through, if you know what our grandmothers went through, if you know what people went through during the safe trade era, hey, let's not even think about that. If not, people are going through, even now in different areas of the world. I heard about what happens at the US border. When you're talking about border control, I heard that to be a woman, okay. The China story gives me panic attacks. It's so sad. Yeah, they still find a way to blame women at the end of the day, because it's the moms that they are still blaming for not teaching their sons. Exactly. Exactly. We conveniently leave men out of it. And the truth is that it's only men that can raise boys. So, story for another day, but it's only men that can raise boys. So, if as a woman self, you shouldn't even be on your head. Even God says does not even put it on your head. That's the funny part. Like I was telling you, I think I said it before, that if you go to the Bible, all the people that misbehaved, that their children misbehaved, it was the fathers that God held accountable. It wasn't the mothers. We didn't even hear anything about the mothers in many of those cases. But now they have conveniently twisted the Bible, twisted the story, twisted the whole thing. Culture has seeped in. Now we're not making it as if it's the women's fault. Women, you need to raise your sons better. Where were you when your wife was raising the child? Where were you? What were you doing? Hi, Theresa. I'm in Canada. What time is What time is it today? I think you mean what time is it there? Right now it is 6:44. What is needed is not covering up in the name of religion and culture. Exactly. A better chain of custody for better evidence and firm judgment. Exactly. Because thank you very much for bringing this thing up. Religion and culture, religion affected by culture, because if you really follow the Christianity the way you should follow Christianity, there's so many things you will not agree with, right? That people do now. But because people have allowed culture to seep into our religion, we now blame Christianity for everything. No, it's the culture that has been allowed to infiltrate the doctrines of Christ, to infiltrate the church. That is what is causing those issues. Sorry, let me pack this one back. Who will even eat this rice? Sorry, you guys. Let me just clear here a bit. Be sure I'm washing everything. Why did I leave this one on since? I'll be open since. Okay. You guys, I bought spices today. Let me shift this. I bought spices today, and now I'm asking myself why I bought spice jars, because all my spice jars are now kind of empty. Oh, so it's not, this one is even a spice safe. But these spice jars, I bought these spice jars, I bought 12 of it. They're kind of empty. And I'm like, so I should start pouring this one into here because of aesthetically pleasing waiting. Nope, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna. Do you guys know where I got this thing I just said from? I ain't gonna. I ain't gonna wanna Ghana. If you guys know, let me know in the comment section. I ain't gonna. Me, I ain't gonna do that. Oh, that one I just stress now for no reason. For no just cause. So I'm gonna keep all my spices. I got saffron when I was in the UK. I don't even know what saffron is used for. I know it's a very good spice, but I'm not really sure what saffron is used for. And I'm just with it here. Just saying that one day I'll use it. Wait, I bought out one Coke Zero. I should be drinking water. I should be drinking water. But it is what it is. Hi. My hair looks beautiful. Thank you. I really feel for Regina. I know. Funny enough, the things people are mocking her for, I don't even feel that way. Well, when I saw her, what's that? I want to trash it. Yeah. When I saw her posting videos where she was crying and all of that, I was like, my sister. I mean, I know she's not thinking about it, but you are crying. Your nails are fixed. Your hair is laid. Your makeup is done, or you're using filter. I don't know. You're not ready now. And you need sympathy from Nigerians. You're not ready now. Nigerians will sympathize with you when you're looking hot. No, now. You don't know how to dress to come and ask for sympathy. The typical Nigerian will see you looking hot like that, and you expect them to pity you. Who do you think you are? Yeah? No.
Mommy, did you eat the biscuits in my bag?
No. Was there biscuits in your bag?
They gave me biscuits and drink.
When yesterday?
Yeah.
Who took it? Which drink was it? Is it that smooth drink? That red drink? And I saw it was drunk today. So who drank it?
Daddy and me and Cora.
Okay, so you, Daddy, and Cora drank the drink. And now you're coming to meet me. Wait, which biscuit was in your bag? Is it Hobnobs?
I don't know.
Is it that biscuit that's like digestive, but it was small?
What biscuit?
Anyway, I think I'm the one that ate it. Sorry.
Accidentally.
No, I did accidentally. I purposely ate it. But I didn't know it was yours. I saw it on daddy's table. I now said, "Oh, Daddy, I'm taking your biscuit." I didn't know it was your own. Sorry. Oh. Oh yeah, take now. Guilty conscience now. Oh yeah, carry it and go. When you finish it, trash it there. Bye. The last bornism is strong with this one. She's such a last born. Good evening. Your first daughter, Cora, is your carbon copy. Yeah. Funny enough, when I look at her, she doesn't look like me. Funny enough, I don't think she looks like me. But some things that she would do, I'll be like, this one na me, yo. Lashes on flick. Do I have lashes? I don't have lashes on. Though. Or is it my eyeliner? You know, you are my weight loss inspiration. When you are getting on the grind again, please let us know. My sister, I went to gym to, excuse me, I went to try and register at the gym yesterday. Was it yesterday now? For them, just in fact, let me tell you what I did yesterday. Yesterday, I went to the dentist. From the dentist, I didn't have much to do. I was like, okay, let me walk around because my husband was one doing school run. So I was like, you know what? Some stores I wanted to enter, let me enter those stores. And let me also go and make inquiry at the gym. I don't want to use iFitness, to be honest, because iFitness, the one that's is not so the closest one to me is not that close. And I don't know, I don't want iFitness. So I saw another gym. I said, let me go and make inquiry. But that gym sounds expensive. Oh, I'll compare. Anyway, let me go and make inquiry. I now went to make inquiry at the gym. Then I came downstairs and entered Krispy Kreme and bought donuts. When I was now coming back home, I was like, what is wrong with you? The gym you went to, you did not register. You first was so expensive, but you came downstairs and bought box of donuts. I don't know if I spoke that well. Did they do this thing to you? Who dig this pit for you? You entered gym. You did not register. You are like, oh, you come back later. I told them, no, give me your number. I'll come back later. Let me think about it. But I entered Krispy Kreme and bought donuts. And donuts are one of the most unhealthy foods ever. Donuts. I think it's like number one on the scale. It's fried, it's fatty, it's sugary, it's doughy, it's floury. Then I say flour. It has flour, then it now has all the fillings. Terrible. Terrible. Okay. You see how I hate washing pot there. You know how when we were younger, yeah, you wash plates, you go and hide one, you hide the pots for the next person. Now I know if you hide pots for anybody. I know fit. When I hide it finish now, let me go see bring them out, wash them. This is what it is. Justice for you, Doji and Judy. Again, I don't even know what's going on with them. Imagine messing a child up sexually that she ended up dead from sexual abuse complication. That's the height of satanic wickedness. So hard. I'm telling you. Do you know that my husband keeps telling me that human beings on their own are capable of such evil without it really being the devil. I don't know how he was trying to explain it, because me, I always feel like the devil shall last. Even the fact that you did it, even yes, you might be capable of that evil, but devil made it, whatever. Someone said no, that human beings, that's why the Bible says the heart of man is desperately wicked. Human beings on their own are capable of immense evil. That's why you need Christ. That's why you need Christ, because some of us are one bad decision away of committing serious evil. Not that kind. I'm not saying everybody will commit that kind of evil, but if you are not careful, you can commit really, really, really bad. Like you can do things that are really terrible. I feel a lot of people mock her because, according to them, she arrested and put some individuals in jail before using her husband's connection without following due process. Are you serious? I didn't know. I never knew. No, I'm using the English. I never knew that. And now her husband is doing the same thing to her brother. I don't know how true that is. I never knew, but if it's true, then that's another layer altogether. Ha! If it's true, hey, No. But knowing Nigeria, mm, I was not there. Like I said, I cannot swear for anybody. I cannot say that it's true or it's not true. But if it turns out to be true, I will not be shocked. I will not be shocked. What is yogurt containers? This white and blue. We eat this yogurt a lot in this house, like almost one every day. And this thing is expensive. But anyway, I now have the containers everywhere, and I'm asking myself, why am I keeping all these containers now? Why am I keeping all these containers? This container looks like what they used to put body cream. I don't know why. It just looks like a body cream brand has this kind of container. Let's see. Me too. Washing pots, but now who I want leave am for, my dear. Because when did this happen? I've been off Instagram. I don't know which one you're referring to, but a lot has been happening. A lot has been happening. The newest one is Donald Trump that wants to come and fight for Christians in Nigeria, blah 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 blah. And people are saying, oh, he has ulterior motives. While other people are saying, oh, there is no genocide in Nigeria. Some people are saying there is no Christian. Yes, there is some form of killings and all of that, but it's not targeted at Christians. I'm just like, just look at you. Just look at you. Yeah? Unzuzu. So you admit that there's even some type of killing going on in your country. Especially when the person is someone that is in authority. So you admit that it's going on. But your problem is that they say is a Christian one. Yeah? Should anyone be going on? Zuzu of the highest order. Pick fooling. Pick fooling. Hi, good evening, Dorian. Yeah? You need a week to catch up. Yes, I'm telling you, you need a week to catch up because you feel blink, you feel sleep, wake up, or see another one. The back and forth, the up and down is a lot. A lot is going on in this country. A lot is going on in this country. Buried my husband a week today. Oh, so sorry. So sorry. Try. No. So sorry. Can't even imagine what you are going through right now. So I buried my husband a week ago today, and someone said I was too neat and tidy to be the widow. Huh? Dear God, that she's not sure the day when my husband touched me. Yeah? Somebody had the audacity to say this. That's what I was trying to tell you people, that Nigerians don't understand you looking good when you are going through something. Their brain cannot compute. So when I saw Regina crying, and I was just like, Nigerians will never feel sorry for you. In fact, Nigerians have this tendency of, if somebody looks good, they just assume that because you look good, you are looking down on them. You don't need to say anything. You don't need to do anything. You don't look at anybody sideways. You just believe in your own life. But because you look good, they automatically say that you are intimidating them. You are intimidating them. And like somebody said, did I intimidate you, or are you intimidated? Those are two different things. Like you are intimidated or something that I'm trying to intimidate you. But that's typical Niger mindset, Niger mentality. Yeah? So sorry for your loss. So sorry for your loss. Like, excuse me. May God continue to comfort you, and may He crown you with beauty. That's your put togetherness and neatness. May it continue. May you never lose it. So they want you to run mad at what happened, or start looking crazy at what happened. May it never be your portion. May you never look like what you've been through. Because those same people are the same people that they will say, hey, yeah. But deep down, they will say, look at her. Yeah, see how she's not looking. See, human beings. No. If you live your life for human validation, you go tire. And like I keep saying, sometimes if we want to tell ourselves the truth, because whenever we are doing talks like this, or we're having conversations like this, those people that are involved in the conversation tend to remove themselves as the good ones, like we're referring to every other person out there except us that are on this live stream. Okay, but the truth is that if you search yourself, you might be guilty. You might be one of these people I'm talking about, right? So yeah, the truth is that sometimes, I keep telling people that sometimes the reason why people are not living their life freely is because they know what they have said about other people who are living their own lives freely. Okay, they know how they have judged other people for decisions other people made, that they are now scared of making their own decisions or doing things that will favor them because they are afraid of judgment, because they know the judgment they'll be giving to other people. Does that make sense? So, for instance, some women are going to stay in abusive relationships because they have talked down on other women who walked out of abusive relationships, right? So, when, let's say now, you hear a woman divorces her husband because the husband is beating her or whatever, and then you sit down in your own corner of the world and be talking trash about the woman and be judging her and be saying she's stupid, she's dumb, she's this, she's that, is she the first, is she, who does she think she is? When you start receiving your own beating, you will be forced to stay because you know how much you have judged other people. So you think that other people are going to judge you the same way, and you're now scared of that judgment. So you will now stay there and be collecting the beating even more. At that point, that is your own self-constructed prison. Now you by yourself carry hand build your own prison. Now you by yourself lock yourself through waking. Now you by yourself with your own hand. Nobody's doing it to you. Don't play. Nobody's doing it to you. The world will talk. Yes, the world will talk. But okay, the world will talk. The world will talk. The world will still move on. Should be justice for China now. I remember one time I saw a post from one lady. Meanwhile, anyway, having children sometimes can be really limiting. No, I'm going off a tangent here, but having children sometimes can be really limiting, because there was one program I was supposed to attend. It's like a 2-day program, and the days it is happening, my husband is not going to be around, and it's not happening anywhere close, happening on the mainland. Because of it, I cannot go anywhere, because who will do school runs for me? Minus even school runs, who will stay with my children, even if I say they should not go to school? Who will stay with my children? So these are the issues, and it's at times like this, and I'm after thinking, are you sure I will not go and get house help? But my dear, I've survived this long without house help. But I will keep surviving, because I'll keep surviving. Anything that will favor me, God will bring it my way. God will make it happen. Let me not go and start forcing some things that maybe that's not even God's will for me. Yeah, so what was I trying to say? So I remember when people were talking about all this, influencers are not even posting. Meanwhile, people that are saying that influencers are not even posting, they are saying are not posting, but they're looking for who posted and who did not post, as if posting is what will really create that change. Yes, posting is important, creating awareness is important, but until we Nigerians, until we wake up and see that you have to put your leg on the ground. It's not sitting down in your high chair talking gibberish. You have to come down, put your leg on the ground. Enough, say that enough is enough, and do what needs to be done. Until that happens, Nigerians are only going to be barking on the internet with no bites. You just be barking and talking and pointing fingers at each other and doing think pieces up and down. That's what you're just going to be doing. You are not going to cause any meaningful change in in your life, or in the lives of people around you, or in the country. And a lot of people that are online policing how other people are posting, these same people will move on with the speed of light. I said it there that and I didn't even know Regina's one was coming. I posted it, I made the comments in someone's comment section that all these people that are policing you now, let Regina do something, or Davido do something. The way they will forget Ochanya. The way they will forget Ochanya. It go shock you. And true, it never even reached 1 week since I make that comment. True. Everybody now is Regina. So at the end of the day, If you live your life for social media validation or for what people think or what people say or what judgment, you are going to suffer. You are going to suffer. And the best way to not, as an influencer, this is me now talking to influencers or social media people, whatever, or people in the public eye. The best way to not let what people say affect you is by not even letting the good affect you either. What do I mean? Now, I appreciate all your kind comments. I appreciate all the positive comments I get. I feel like on my channel, I don't really get Igbo girl. I don't really get Anambra girl. I don't really get hate comments like that. And when I do get them, they're just laughable, right? Like anybody with more than 2 brain cells will read the comment and be like, are you all right? Like, are you okay? Right? So I don't really get hate comments. However, I try not to let positive comments get to my head either. So I try not to say, oh, because people think you're this way, then I'll now start carrying myself. I don't have to explain it, but I just try to appreciate it and drop it where it is, and keep living my life without thinking too highly of myself or whatever. Right now, because I do that, when you also come and put negative comments, I laugh about it and move on. It's not going to affect me. Even when I make some certain comments and I see people say things like, oh, you don't owe anybody any explanation. I know they're coming from a good place when they say that. You don't owe anybody any explanation. You form my hand when you're trying to explain these things. What many of you don't understand is that I'm doing that thing for content, my dear. It's hard to come up with content. You don't see me when they do live, they wash plates. It's hard. It's not as easy as it might look to come up with content. So if you drop a stupid comment in my comment section that triggers, a response, I know it will be interesting. My sister, I go make video. I go explain. Okay, I go explain because it is content. It's not that I'm sitting down worried that somebody somewhere on the internet thinks this about me or think this about my family. But I don't have content, and you've given me content, so I'm going to sit down and set ring lights for you. But it doesn't get to me. So I think that what many people don't understand when certain, because I feel like it's not just me. I feel like content creators, when content creators most times sit down and set ring light and be explaining certain things, no be our work with that. Our work na explanation, especially if you're a vlogger. That's literally your work. You be explain from morning to night. You go explain tire. Now what we dey do from morning to night? You're explaining. Oh, how my morning routine. No be explanation to that. My daily routine, my makeup routine, my market routine, my stocking the house routine. Oh, how I went to the village. No be explanation with that. You go explain tire now. Your work be that now. So basically, I mean, I'm just joking, but basically, when I'm explaining things, it's not that people's comments are getting to me, so I need to explain so people understand me. No, I don't really care whether they understand me or not. My own is that, is it content worthy? Will it spark worthy conversations? Will people like the content? That's how I see things, right? So if you are a person that is in the public eye, or you have some kind of following or whatever, don't allow the positive comments get to your head either, because it's when it gets to your head that negative comments now start to pain you, because it's almost like this person is coming to shatter that perfect image of yourself that you think you have. My sister, they go judge you. If they could judge Jesus Christ, crucify himself, who are you now? Who are you, as flawed as you are, that you will not get judgments? You will be judged. People will judge you. So live your life, or anything you want to do, go ahead and do it. Anything you want to do for your life that will help your life, go ahead and do it. There's something that I think it's even the Lord that used to say that thing too, that me, most times when people are advising me, I would my own, like she says that I'm kind of annoying, in the sense that when you're advising me something, I will not counter you, I won't argue with you, I won't fight you on that your point. I'll just be like, it's true. Okay. But I'll go ahead and do what is in my mind. That's just me. If you sit me down, you're advising me, I understand your advice. So it's not like I don't understand. I get you completely. I understand your advice. I understand where you're coming from. I can even explain that your advice more than you, Seth. You might not even be getting the right word. I'll give you the right vocabulary to explain that your advice. I get you. I understand where you're coming from. I understand the thought process that leads you or led you to tell me those things that you're telling me. So I get you. but I'll go ahead and do what is in my head, okay? And do what is in my head. So when you don't advise me finish. Then tomorrow you will not see me doing that thing that's in my head. You will not be like, what the hell? So she didn't even take what I said. That's how I live my life. No, it doesn't mean that I don't take people's advice, but if I take your advice, I consider it, I plot the graph in my head, I map it out, I do the put two and two together and do the equation, and the equation is not balancing. My sister, I leave your advice there and I do the one that I feel like is best for my life. That's it. So a lot of times I think people are too concerned about what other people think or what other people will say. And it's mostly because them too, they know how harshly they judge people. And there was a post I saw recently, and I was like, I so relate to this post where the person said, judge me now, because me too, I'm judging you, my sister. Like, that's facts. Judge so that you not be judged. Okay, now that I'm judging, okay, judge me back now. No wahala. Should be me now that I spent how many minutes now talking about Nebuchadnezzar and this thing. Okay, you self spend your own time talking about me. Shall I do this in my comment section? I didn't go to Roger Daniel's comment section or Nebuchadnezzar's comment section to see what I'm meant to say. I stayed on my channel. I stayed in my house on my channel and said this. Okay, so you too stay on your channel in your house and say what you have to say. I will not bother you. I promise you. I promise you. Right on. So, and I feel like that's the mindset that we should have. Okay, people will judge you. Okay. But Gina now that is doing all this thing she's doing is because she's feeling bad that people are not listening to her or taking her side. My sister, move in silence. That move in silence thing, you need it now more than ever. Move in silence. Do what you have to do. Let them know your next move. Let them not know. It's what May Edochie did that made that man almost run mad. Nobody knew her next move. Nobody knew what she was thinking. Nobody knew what she was feeling. Everybody was like, is she going back to him? Is she not going back to him? Is she this? Is she not this? Is she sad? Is she not sad? That's how it should be. But you going there, posting house, doing church, you and your brother, doing church. You don't know who they give you that liver, sha. And this thing sometimes happens with when somebody is the breadwinner. Especially when somebody who is foolish, I'm not saying Regina is foolish, but I'm just saying when somebody who is foolish has been lucky to be wise in a certain area and is now rich, or a certain, like in business and all of that, like you might have somebody in your house that is not the smartest person when it comes to life decisions, but because the person is rich, you see everybody, just enabling them and following them, and just anything they say, people just be like, yes. I've said this thing before, that there's something that people do around rich men that is very fascinating for me to witness, right? If you see a rich man or a man of importance, maybe not rich per se, but most times in Nigeria, importance and wealth go together. You cannot be important without wealth. Like, who are you kidding, right? So, but let's just say somebody of importance. I watch this thing a lot, and it's always fascinating when they enter a gathering, especially even with men, women enter a gathering. So all of a sudden, they become the funniest people in the room. They become the funniest people ever. That means that I'm just standing behind and just watching, because I like to observe. I can be very quiet in real life. Forget all this, my 2 hours talking non-stop. I can be very quiet in real life. I just quietly observe. So me, that I'm just sitting down observing, I'm detached from the situation. This guy is not funny. He has never made me laugh in my life. I don't know if you guys know that joke from online. He has never made me laugh in my life. He's obviously not funny. But because he's rich, everybody, maybe he'll just come in and say, oh, fine boy, how are you? What's funny? He comes to a stand-up comedian. I'm like, what's funny? Why is everybody laughing? He's saying, someone will come and say, oh, good afternoon, sir. He will now say, oh, good afternoon, where's my seat? Oh, sir, your seat is here, your seat is here. I say, oh, this is my seat. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, that's your seat. I'm telling you, don't worry. When you guys, if you guys are if you're not in the people that are doing this thing, right? If you're an observer, observe this thing. I'm sure you'd have observed it. Observe this thing. I'm like, what's so funny? I'm not saying you should be rude or you should be angry when the person is talking, but why are you laughing hysterically? Like the person just cracks the funniest joke of your life. Like he just said the seat looks different. Like just be like, oh yeah, it's your seat, and go and sit down. Which one is that? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What is that? And you know, proximity to wealth is a drug, especially in Nigeria. Proximity to, I didn't say wealth though, proximity to wealth. My brother is a billionaire. Yeah, it's enough to make me go gaga. No, not me. I'm not a billionaire. My brother is not even giving me money. My brother, it's enough to make me go gaga. That is one thing that shocks me about Nigerians. So there's some people that do things for rich people. You would think these rich people are paying them. They're not paying them. They like it go shock you say, she, this rich person, no, they drop. Maybe the rich person is even dropping maybe something that even you as a regular person give them. Let's say now, you're as a regular person, somebody is your friend or somebody works, not just say it's your friend, let's just say somebody that's close to you, maybe a family member or something, and the person comes to visit you. Maybe when the person is going, you that you're not even that rich, you can give the person like, let's say 20K. Oh, take this one for weekend, or take this one for you and your family, or even 10K. You can give them 10K. Some of these people go to rich men's houses, they know they give them shishin, or they might carry 2K and give them one money that's even to you, you're like, huh? Still, the fact that that person has money is enough to keep that person on that rich man's side, and the person will treat you anyhow. It's enough. It's enough. It's enough for that. So, this tap is so annoying. So, proximity to wealth is actually a big thing in this country. I think I've missed a lot of comments. Yeah. Oh, Clarissa, she said, I did my 60th birthday. Are you serious? You know, 60 is the new 40. Oh. When I was younger, when I hear somebody is 60, I used to look at them like, hey, very old. You know, 60 is the new 40. Oh. Mama, I hope. She said, because I dress fine, as I like him, I like my Nigerian people say I'm doing too much. Don't listen to them, oh. They want you to dress like in fact, like 92 year olds these days. I don't agree. Oh. Please do what you need to do. Whatever they want to say, they should say. No matter what you do, the world will talk. Because live your life freely for an audience of one. Jesus, thank you so much. You just you nailed it. You nailed it. Heaven is still the goal. Heaven is still the goal. Anyhow you want to. By the way, you guys, the world will so end though. And I'm not joking about it. If you're on this live and you're listening to my voice, is this thing still browsing? Is my internet? If you guys can still hear me, just say hi. Life is easy to navigate when it's only God and your family. Yeah, hobby and kids, you are trying to. Yeah, exactly. Hobby and kids are trying to please. They be reflecting and making caricature of themselves. Exactly. Okay, hi. So you guys can hear me. What was I even saying? So yeah, so the world is about to end. Though. The world is about to end. Now I'm not saying it's ending this year. I'm not even saying it's ending next year. But we are in the end times, right? So please go and make your ways straight. Stay away from evil. Be good to your neighbors. Love your neighbors as yourself. Spread the gospel of Jesus Christ. Preach to people who have not heard. Help the needy. Pray for your family members who are not saved, because we are in the end times. And I'm not even kidding. I know there was a time this year that people said the war was going to end on September 23rd or something like that. I'm just like, I was one of those people who I was just like, are you jokers, right? I'm not even saying that the war is going to end this year or anytime soon, but I am just saying that I'm just saying that the world is, I don't even know if it's still working because it's showing like it's still loading. I'm just saying that the world is about, like, we are in crunch time now. All these things that are happening in the world, the signs are there. Okay, the signs are there. I mean, obviously, live your life. Well, I'm not saying that you will now go and say, "Oh, the world's about to end. I'm not making any plans or anything." No, live your life because it still feel reach 100 years, right? But I think that at this point in our lives, we should live very consciously with that at the back of our head that the world, that Jesus is coming. Basically, Jesus is coming, and you don't want to be left behind. Trust me, you do not want to be left behind. And if you really pay attention to what is happening around the world, you will see that so many things are competing for our relationship with God. So many things. One day I sat down and I was like, wait, hold up. Like, come on, what's happening? What is happening? It's becoming increasingly more difficult to worship God in spirit and in truth. Okay. And one of those things that are really destroying our ability to worship God in spirit and in truth is social media, phone. You know how our parents will say, you are having tummy ache, it's because of the phone you are watching or you have. My sister, that thing is very, very true. If you are finding it difficult to pray, it's because of that phone. You're finding it difficult to fellowship with God, it's because of that phone. You're finding it difficult to keep up with, service and all of that, it's because of that phone. You're finding it hard to achieve anything worthwhile in your life, it is because of that phone. Throw that phone away today. No, I'm just joking, but I'm serious in a way that social media is actually competing for our attention, for our attention with them, for our attention for God. What I want to say is in my head, but it's not coming out the way I want to say it. But yeah, like so many things are competing. So you have to consciously make an effort. Yes, and Chimos will say that's why I run away from Instagram. I'm telling you, do you know me? I keep saying it now that if I wasn't on social media, like if I wasn't making money from social media, my use of social media would be so limited. I mean, I'll still be on YouTube, shall I'll still be watching YouTube because me and YouTube it's God that will stop me from watching YouTube because YouTube keeps me company. I've said this before. Anytime, in fact, before I did this live, I was supposed to be watching Ebuka's podcast because today's one was premiering by 5. So I wanted to watch it. I wanted to watch it while doing these things I'm doing now. But I was like, you dey watch person own, you don't get your own. You don't get your own content, you dey watch another person content. So I was like, okay, let me just go live, right? Instead of just leaving you guys hanging. Especially since I have like hair videos that are coming. Let me not just leave you guys hanging and just leave you guys with only hair videos without touching base and talking with you guys, right? But yeah, but you see all these TikTok, Instagram, waiting be all those other ones. I will Facebook. In fact, Facebook has come to something else. I never used to be on Facebook for a while. Like it's been a long time since I went on Facebook. Then recently, I don't know what took me back to Facebook. On my shop, that app has become something else. Facebook is the ghetto. Like Facebook is literally the ghetto of social media. I used to think it was TikTok. It's not TikTok. Oh. TikTok, they try now. Facebook is the ghetto of social media. So, everybody, this water is coming out, come out now. Oh, that's how I've watched it now for 2 hours. Something that I've watched in 30 minutes. I've stayed here now watching it. I'm watching it in 2 hours. 2 hours plus. Let me just go fast small and continue this talk. If not, I will not make progress here. Don't come and take my phone away from me. You're so right. Yeah, I even decided to buy physical books instead of audio books. Yeah, me too. I had to buy physical books. You can just choose what you want to see, but others just push everything to your face. Exactly. That's why I like YouTube as well, because my algorithm is so curated that my For You page, I just see what I want to see. I don't open my For You page and something will just jump at me. Nope. And you know the way, except maybe I don't know about YouTube Shorts. I don't even go to YouTube Shorts, but normal YouTube, even videos that you not choose or whatever, or not channels that you're not following, it's not starting with the audio. It starts with the video. Sometimes the videos can be playing, right? I don't know if you guys understand what I mean. Like even when you just scroll and you leave it on a particular thumbnail, the video can start playing, right? But it's not with audio and it's not coming at your face like that. That's why I prefer YouTube. So my algorithm on YouTube is very, very good. It's either I'm listening to, podcasts, or I'm watching. I used to watch crime shows. I used to watch crime shows, but it's usually just podcasts I listen to, and it's wholesome. It's wholesome for me. But you see, Instagram. Anytime I go on Instagram or TikTok, I must see something that I'll be like, what the hell? Why did I open this app today? You must see something. Sometimes I think Twitter is even the worst when it comes to that. In fact, all of them. Devil's Workshop, all of them. All of them are Devil's Workshop. Devil is just, in fact, he's doing his best work there. He's doing his best. He's impressed. I'm sure the devil is impressed by what people are doing on social media. He's very, very happy. He's very, very happy. Yeah, God sent this evening. I've been complaining to my husband and friend that I'm really struggling in my work with God. I'm always distracted, even when I'm praying. See, are you telling me? I know, like this thing, I am struggling with it. So it's not like, oh, I'm just saying it because of head knowledge. I'm talking about, I'm living it. I'm struggling with it. Normally, before, I could pray for a long time and just keep talking and fellowship and praying. But now I'll be praying. Before you know what's happening, I started drifting off in thoughts. Before you know what's happening, sometimes mid-prayer, that's what used to shock me. Mid-prayer, I'll just see myself scrolling on my phone. It's almost like an out-of-body experience. Mid-prayer, and I remember one thing. I'm like, okay, let me just quickly check. Come on. Thank God, say no be those days where God they keep us on the spot. if not, many of us will not even be alive. Thank God it's not those days that if you come into the Holy of Holies without whatever, you just died yet. We thank the Lord though that now we can come in freely and talk anyhow and go. Sometimes I saw somebody that was saying, let's protest against God. Let's do it. I say, you are who? You see, Alakoba niye. I don't know if I'm speaking this well. Alakoba of the highest level. You and who should go and protest against God? Yeah. Now, I was telling Cora this thing the other day that it's okay to ask God questions, but you shouldn't be questioning God, right? So what I mean by you shouldn't be questioning God is that, because I feel like, I don't know if what I'm saying actually is true, but I feel like when you question God, you doubt him, like you doubt certain things about God, like you doubt that he's true, you doubt that he's just, you doubt that he is faithful, you doubt that he's loving, you doubt that he's all-knowing, you doubt that you know those things. That's why you question him. So I told Cora, no, you don't question God, but you can ask God. You can totally ask God questions. If something's happening in your life, you're not understanding what is happening, the thing is doing you like this. On a Megivum, you can ask God, I beg. Now if my papa, I beg, come explain this thing for me. In simple English, explain what I am seeing here because I don't understand. It's okay to ask God questions, but it's not okay to, it's okay to doubt, to be honest. Like, you're a human being. God, I'm sure God knows that you're going to doubt him. It's okay to doubt, but it's not okay to live in doubt, right? Because faith, at the end of the day, without faith, it's impossible to please God. So you cannot say, am I even sure God exists? Am I even sure God this one? Just because one small thing happens. See, no matter what happens in this life, one thing I want you to understand and always have it at the back of your head, front of your head, in front of your eyes, at top of your mind, bottom of your chest, whatever, depth of your soul. One thing you should always know is that God is God. God will continue to be God. Same yesterday, today, and forever. Nothing that is happening in your life or happening in the world or happening around you is going to change the fact that God is God. Yeah? Just know that whether it sounds unjust to you or be unjust to you, whether it sounds like God is sleeping, or whether it sounds like this thing is so unfair. God, why? Whether or not, whether or weathering, eh? Whether or weathering things around you are aligning, God is still God. It did not remove one atom of molecule from who God is. You exist for God, it does not exist for you. Yeah? So no go ever now say, let's go and protest. Let's go and protest God. Can't we quite me and you, I beg. Don't jam me and God's head together. I was not there. I was not there, I beg. Whether or not life throws at you things that you don't understand, it does not take away from God. God is still God. Once you have that in your head, some things are very heartbreaking. I'm not even going to say, oh, you will not feel bad or disappointed or sad. Or some things are very heartbreaking. But if you remember that you exist for God and not the other way around, you will just take what you see and just be like, God, at the end of the day, your will be done. My life is in your hands. Just take over, take control, finish. That's all you can do. To be fair, that's all you can do, because there are so many things that if you want to logically think them with your brain, you can break your brain in the process. You can break your brain when you try to understand certain things, or why did this happen? Why did that happen? Why did God allow this? Why did God not allow that? If you try to think those things, you will break your brain. And sometimes that's what leads people to becoming atheists. I feel like what leads them down that path is them following those train of thoughts, because I'm a human being. There are times that things will happen and I'm like, but why though? And I'm like, are you sure? Are you sure? Once I start hearing myself saying, but I quickly I cancel. I cancel. Delete. Eject. I cancel. I don't want to follow that train of thoughts down, because what happens with following those train of thoughts is that you now invite the devil to come and be suggesting more things to you. And trust me, he's right there ready to suggest to you. He is right there ready. In fact, when I see, sometimes you come across some videos on social media where somebody is saying something and they're like an atheist is trying to put an argument out there that on surface level, the argument almost wants to make sense. Hey, I bind and cast. Holy Ghost fire. Holy Ghost, I bind and cast. The way I scroll past there with speed, I scroll past and I try to remind myself, no. God is still God. No matter what you're thinking, God is like, it does not remove anything from him. It's in your own interest. It's in your best interest to believe in God. It is in your own best interest. It's not in God's best interest to. Whether you make it to heaven, it does not change anything for God. Whether you make it in life, it does not change anything for God. Okay? Like you exist in a realm that is limited by your own thinking. God does not exist in your own realm. Just have all these things I'm telling you, I'm being serious. So once you have all these things in your head that God does not exist in my own, like I'm the one existing in God's realm, not the other way around. So you are being constrained by time, by space, by matter, by all those things. You're being constrained by them. That's why your brain literally cannot think certain things. And because your brain cannot think certain things, it is easier for you to believe that God does not exist, right? My sister, that one now for your pocket too. Now for your pocket too. One of those questions is, who made God? It's because your scope of thinking only thinks of things being made, right? Because you're a human being, you live in a physical world, that is constrained by time and matter and all of that, right? And gravity and all of that. So because of that, you know that everything was made. Okay. So if you even if you want to follow the logic of, oh, okay, God made the heaven and the universe. Okay, so who made God? My sister, that's where, when you enter that part, know that that's where your brain is about to disintegrate. Reel it back in, because you don't exist in that realm. So thinking of who made God is a very limited way of thinking, because you are a human being. Do you understand? It's not everything that was made. God was not made. And as much as that's a concept that is difficult for you to grasp, it is what it is. God was not made. God is God. He exists. God is. That's the best way. He said it now. I am what I am. God just is. He just is. It's not. There's no beginning. There's no end. There's no middle. There's no side. There's no boundary. There's no. He just is. That is just. God is just God. That's all I can say. God is just God. So it's when you're not trying to use your human mind to not try and be extrapolating and computing. That's when you start talking rubbish and start sounding foolish. Start sounding foolish, but to the world you sound wise. That's why some atheists feel like they're very wise, but you sound foolish. And you know the funny thing about people who say they don't believe in God is that maybe you don't believe in God the Father, or you don't believe in Jesus. Let me put it that way. You don't believe in Jesus, so you're not a Christian. You don't believe in Allah, so you're not a Muslim. You don't believe in Orisha. Orisha Jeffo. No, Orisha. Wait, what's Orisha Jeffo? Orisha is somebody's surname, maybe. Because you don't believe in Amadioha, all those things, right? You don't believe in all those gods. Okay, fine. You don't believe in Krishna, in Hinduism, all those things, everything. You don't believe in all of that. So you're an atheist in your head. Do you know that your non-belief is your belief? So you believe in something. I guess in a point here. Everybody has a religion. Let me call it religion because I don't believe Christianity is a religion. But let's just say everybody has a religion. Whether you have a religion or you think you don't have a religion, that's your not having a religion is your religion. Okay? So human beings cannot exist in a vacuum. You cannot exist without believing in something. So you believe in that your belief is your belief. I don't know if that makes sense. That your belief is your belief. So you have your own religion. It's just that it's not the regular Christianity, Islam, all those things. You have your own religion. So some people believe in self. Some people, they are their own gods, but you have a God. You might be your own God, but that is a God. Anyhow you want to slice it. So, I'm making progress. I'm making progress. Let me clean up this place. So that's it though. That's why when I see people talking all these things on the internet, I just scroll past, because if you let their thought process fester, before you know what is happening, you see yourself believing in the same things. You see yourself asking God stupid questions. Questions wey you don't answer for Bible. You don't go open Bible, read them. You will now say, I want to hear directly from God. I want to hear directly from God. God should show up like Moses. You want God to show up and say, I exist. Yes, he might. It depends on, how important you are to the gospel. I mean, this sounds mean, but that's the truth. It depends on how important you are to the gospel. If God sees that, okay, this person is someone that is going to really, really make a mark in the lives of my people, he might actually show himself to you, right, in a way, so that you can believe and you keep it moving. But if he sees that this one, whether he show himself or he not show himself, we are not adding much to his kingdom, he will leave you there. If you like, don't go open Bible and read. Be waiting for special burning bush. Be waiting for burning bush. You go wait, you go tire. So, yeah, all that to say, do not allow yourself get sucked into that phase of not believing certain things, because, like I said, the world is coming to an end and the devil it's crunch times. The devil is fighting harder. He's now moving faster. Yeah, that's the same way we as Christians should move faster as well. Let's stop allowing ourselves to be distracted by worldly things. Again, we live in this world, so you cannot totally be rid of worldly things, right? You can't say you stay without phone. It's not possible. You will become if you protect yourself too much, you become an evil in your own life, right? So let's say now you decide that, I don't want to go to hell, so I'll get rid of all my gadgets. I'll go and live in the woods. I will not use internet. I will go and you become an evil unto your own self. And I don't know where I learned. I think I learned that thing from Jordan Peterson, where he was talking about if as a mother in a bid to protect your child from the world, if you overdo it, you become the evil in that child's life, because evil good and evil must exist, right? That is just that's just human nature. That's just life. Life is that good and evil must exist in every facet of life, in every aspect of life, in every scenario, good and evil must exist. Now, if as a mother, because you are scared of your child, falling for evil, you remove all the evil around the child, all you perceive evil around the child, you become that evil because evil must exist. Does that make sense? So you will not see yourself doing certain things to your child that's actually limiting that child's growth, mindset, so many things about that child will be limited by you because you're trying to protect the child from evil. So the balance is that yes, you cannot you live in this world, you function in this world. So you cannot remove yourself totally from the world, but you can dominate this world. So you should seek to dominate. So there's certain things that I like conversations I have with my children sometimes is because for a mother, especially somebody who has been through some things, there's this tendency for me to want to protect my children from certain conversations. I want to preserve their innocence for as long as possible. While that is true, there are still conversations that I just go ahead and have with them because they exist in this world. If I don't tell it to them, they will hear it from outside. You can't protect them completely. If you try to protect them completely, you will even lose your mind while you're trying to do that, right? You go run mad. So you might as well take charge of that situation and control the narrative. Let them learn about certain things first from you before because they will still learning from the world. Don't worry, trust me. No, don't worry. Don't worry. Don't think that your children don't know those things. They know very well. They are having those conversations in class. Don't worry. Yes, they're having it in class. That your innocent, pretty little baby. Yeah, yeah. They are having that conversation in class. So don't think that they are attending good schools. They are still young. They talk about those things. So the best thing you can do as a mom is to start having those conversations with them. Let them even be the ones to go and teach other children the right thing. If those children, their parents do not teach them, let your children be the ones teaching them the right thing. Because I remember that one time, Cora was telling me about, hey, I wanted to pour this oil well. I don't know, do people pour oil down the drain? I pour oil down the drain. I heard it's not good, but please, when in hot region, it go melt. I pour oil down the drain. So I use this oil to fry. They say we should not be reusing oil. I use it to fry potato for school. Let me wash it. So it's question that was it Eva who was telling me in school that they told her something and she told them no, or I can't remember, Sha. But Eva was really telling me how she was preaching to her classmates, even about heaven and hell. She was telling me how she was preaching to her classmates. I was like, hey, good girl, clock it. You see this clock it I just did now, eh? God of mercy. You see this clock it I just did now? This is my first time ever doing clock it. And when I sit on social media, I used to turn up my nose at people that do it. Now I've done it without even thinking. These are the issues. Influencer. These are the issues. But yeah, when she was telling me those things that she was preaching to somebody about heaven and hell, about how the person should obey their parents and do good and blah, 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 blah. I was like, hey, yeah, seriously. So you have to just, get ahead of it and dominate it. The conversation is what this present world needs. I know. Um, okay, that's the Holy Spirit in you quickening you to flee. Exactly. Scatter your brain for nothing. I did that just over this night too. Yes, sir. So wise. Thank you. The fact that you can't even explain everything is already evidence that God exists. Thank you, my sister. Thank you, my sister. Science is just catching up because I remember one thing I was listening to about how they were trying to explain molecules, right? It's not molecules, about they're trying to explain like how things came to be or something. To be honest, I can't come here now and explain to you verbatim how that thing was explained, right? But basically, if you peel down the layers, what they're trying to say is that at its core, like if you keep checking, going down, down, at its core, everything in this world is made up by sound waves. I don't know. I don't know if that's how they said it too, but that's what I understood, Sha. So if that's not how they said it, sorry. In case I'm teaching people rubbish, I might just be here now teaching people rubbish with such boldness and confidence, and then you will not gonna repeat that nonsense outside. If they ask you where did you learn it from, don't call my name, don't call my name, please. But anyway, from what I understood though, from what they were saying, at its core, everything in this world is made by sound waves, like sounds, like sound moving together, like vibrations, vibrations. And the Bible says, in the beginning was the world, and no. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth, and God said, let there be light. Basically, God formed the world through sounds, through vibrations, through words. Are you getting it? I don't know. I'm someone that is drunk. Anyway, through words. So science is actually catching up. And then when science now catches up, they now think that science explains away God. No. You're just proving more and more. I remember I was listening to somebody's video about how you have to, what she call it, quantum waiting. Quantum ginika. And now well, it's not in Koyerisha, but they call it quantum physics something about how whether how did they even say that thing self? How your imagination, or anyway, to be honest, when I was hearing the explanation of what the person was saying, it just sounded like what the Bible says about faith. Faith is calling those things that be not as though they were. Finish. But you are here explaining it with quantum physics or quantum reality, one thing, where you are not yet rich, but because you believe that you are rich, then the riches will come. But if you don't believe that you are rich, the riches will not come, because in quantum realm of physics, English, so there. You're just speaking English for no reason. The Bible already explained it clearly. Clearly. Faith is what? Substance of things hoped for. Evidence of things not seen. You reach your turn, they call them quantum. Come on, go and sit down. You reach your turn on the plot graph. On the plot graph, years ago, they've already said this thing. Bible already put it for you, plain there. You the plot graph, you they explain them. What's in they explain? You go explain tire. You are talking about faith, which the Bible has already explained to you. So when I see people that are intelligent, in my own opinion, try to explain why they are atheists, I'm just like, let me tell you, the only reason why you're an atheist is because you are willfully being blind to the truth. It's not even that difficult. Believing in God is not even as difficult as people try to make it sound. Oh, how can you say you just believe in one a man in the sky? Now, if they believe in man in the sky, I did not tell you that God is a man in the sky. So where you came up with that one from, I don't know. I don't know where I came up with man in the sky from, but I don't believe in man in the sky. I know who God is. I know what God is to me. I can feel it. I can experience it. I will not be able to touch it because I live in a world that is constrained. If you think of your existence as a lesser realm of being, you will now be able to explain away some of the things that you cannot explain with your physical realm. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know. Like if you just think of the fact that no, we are actually the ones who are experiencing things at a lower level. At a lower level, you are experiencing time like this because you need time to be able to make sense of this world. The time that exists in this world is not the time that exists in God's world. It's not the same Bible that says that 1,000 years is like a second, or be a minute, or whatever, or a year, or whatever, and then 1 year is like 1,000 years. So you are experiencing time differently because you live in a lesser realm. All of us now, everything in this world exists in the spiritual realm, not the other way around. But we see spiritual realm as the addendum. We see spiritual realm as the extra. We are the ones that are the extra. God existed before, or He now put us in this world. Like we are the ones that are the extra. So there are some things that when people are, and you see that these people are intelligent people, when they're trying to explain, they just say, "Whoa, you are just being willfully ignorant. The devil is blinding your eyes, and you are allowing him blind your eyes." Because even you, that thing you are explaining now, if you peel back the layers, like I always say, you will see that you are saying the same thing. We are both saying the same thing, but you don't want to believe that we're saying the same thing because you have chosen to believe that you are more superior in your own thinking. And you think that everybody who is talking about spiritual things is just someone that belongs to all these, the woo-woo people. You think about the woo-woo or the woo-woo people. It's not, everything is not woo-woo. Okay, there are woo-woo things, but not everything is woo-woo. Some things that we are saying here are actually the real deal. The real deal. They are more real than even the things you can touch and smell. They are more real than you are to yourself. Okay, clock it. These things we're talking about, those containers, I'm supposed to arrange them, but my children will come and do it. These things we're talking about are more real. The spiritual realm is more real than the physical realm. The physical realm is even what self that you can even explain away as nonsense. The physical realm, that's how deep this thing is. So don't allow any, if you're there thinking, doubting God, and don't allow all these people that with so many words will be talking nothing, a whole bunch of nothing. Don't allow them confuse you, because you know how bad this life is, or how, not like how unfair this life is. Person feels confused the whole world, saying be atheist, does not believe in this one, and because it's someone people look up to, many people will believe and fall for that rubbish. Then on his dying bed, he will see the light and say, "Oh, I believe that God is real. Jesus accepts my soul. I forgive me of all my sins. I'll live for you if you can." And then he will die heaven straight. Meanwhile, you are there, falling for that rubbish. Falling for that rubbish. From there, you go and dance with the devil in hell. You go and frolic with the devil in hell. And like they say, even the devil believes in God. So you be babanla for this thing, because even the devil he believes in God. He believe die. Even the devil believe die. Even the demons don't have that audacity that you have to say you want to go and protest God. See the one where devil do. Don't be waiting put all of us in this situation. Don't be devil where won't go protest God. Him and the fallen angels. Then you now say me, I should come and join you. Yeah. So that what happened in how many BC, how many thousand years BC will happen again in 2025? Don't be me and you. Me, I'm in the Lord's army. I will join Angel Michael, I be Angel Gabriel. Who was the person? I will join them and fight you. I will join the winning team and fight you, Bikokwa. Don't be me and you. You do that kind of protest. Okay, I think I'm done with the plates. Whoa, this water bottle. It's because I don't want to pour this water away. I now preserve all this dispenser water that I children take to school and come back with it. I now have to preserve it. I pour it back into this filter and then we use it to cook, because the tap water is a no-no. So let me just keep this one here. What else? Okay. Yeah. They keep proving the Bible. Yeah, the spiritual realm is our reality. Exactly. The spiritual realm is not another realm, or it's not, something that exists in our imagination. It's actually more real than what you can even see and touch. Thank you so much, Ada. You help reset my brain on the genuineness of God. Yeah. Like, I've seen too much to not believe that God exists. I've seen too much. I've been through too much. And trust me that I'm saying I've seen too much, I've also seen things that can make me not believe. I've seen. But even when I see those things that make me not believe, they are confirmation that I should believe. Because they are confirmation that the devil exists. And if the devil exists, then God exists. If evil exists, then good exists. So there's some things, all those things that you see and say, but why did this happen? Hell, this thing is so sad, it's so this, it's so that. Yes, it's so sad, it's so evil, because evil exists. And if evil exists, then God exists. But if you want to say evil does not exist, then you cannot say, if you want to say God does not exist, then you cannot say evil exists. And if evil does not exist, then you don't have the right to feel bad about certain things. That's one argument I was trying to have with an atheist, or I can't even remember. But anyway, the point is this, right? All those things that you are saying, okay, no, I remember I was arguing this thing with. Anyway, You know how people try to say morality, like me, I believe that morality comes from God, right? It comes from God, it comes from Jesus. I mean, morality. So when people say things like, oh, what do you mean that somebody who has been good, for years, but just because the person is not a Christian, the person will go to hell? What do you mean by that? The truth is that no human being can be righteous enough to go to heaven without Jesus. It is what it is. Argue with your ancestors, feel bad with your emotions. It's okay to feel bad, but it is what it is. And it doesn't still change the fact that God is God. Yeah? No matter how unfair it sounds to you, it is because you are using your human mind to try and deduce or explain that situation. Yes, it sounds unfair, but the truth is that no human being is capable of being righteous enough to just stroll into heaven without Jesus, without believing in Jesus, without confessing Jesus as Lord and personal Savior. Because Jesus is what God has given to us to bring us back to Him. God has given us a shortcut. He has given us a loophole. He has given us an inroad. He has given us He has made the way, and He has brought Jesus to us. Jesus has died for our sins. All He's saying is believe in Jesus and profess Him as your Lord and Savior and repent of evil, and you come into heaven. He's not saying that you have to be perfect. You have to do. That's why I said Christianity is not a religion, because we don't have any set of rules that you must follow this rule. You must pray 10 times a day. You must do this one. You must do that one. If you don't do this one, do that one. If you mistakenly don't do that one, you go to hell. We don't have those rules. We just have love your neighbor as yourself. We just have love the Lord with all your heart and all your might. Keep His commandments, all those things. We have those rules, right? But it doesn't mean that if you falter in anyone, then God will just immediately strike you and you go to hell or whatever. No, because you already have Jesus. So a human being on their own cannot go to heaven if they do not believe in God. As unfair as it might sound to you, because you want to believe that a human being, look at yourself now. Are you saying that you're a bad person? As good as you think you are, even with the Christianity that you have, you still they commit on a daily basis. You still they do. You still they commit sin up and down, as good as you think you are. So why do you want to believe that one monk somewhere is so holy, doesn't commit evil? It's a lie, my sister. It is a very big lie. Like I say, I suspect everybody. So you can't come and bring somebody to me and say this person lives a very good life, he's sinless. It's not possible. Somebody is lying there. A lie is being told. Okay, I'm not buying what you're selling. I'm not picking up what you're putting down. If we examine that person's life, if we put CCTV, if we put cameras, you feel catch the person, they do what you're not supposed to do, and he knows that it is bad. So that belief that we want is because we want to explain, because we feel compassion. We want to explain, but there are people that are so good. They live their life genuinely. They help the sick. They help the poor. They do this one. They do that one. So you mean that if that person dies and goes, that person will go to hell because they don't believe in Jesus? I can't take that. Don't take it now. What's it concern God? What's it concern God whether he takes it or not? He has given you a way out. Take it, not take it. So that one does not change anything for him. Like it doesn't change anything for him. God can literally just snap his fingers and all of us will disappear and not exist, whether in afterlife or before life, and nothing will happen. If you do anything. You and your papa and your host of your ancestors, if you do anything. So you trying to think that it's unjust, is for your pockets, right? Now that's one side. Now number two, I was trying to tell the person is that if you believe that God does not exist, right, you will not be, for instance, offended at, this Ochanya situation. I know this sounds very emotional. It sounds very triggering and sensitive, but work with me, right? Because if you feel there's no God and we are on earth without any purpose, we just exist because. Just look at even the alternative self. Just look at the alternative theory they are putting out. The Big Bang theory, I've been waiting. Two things we are floating in the sky now hit together, made a loud sound and turned into. For me, that loud sound is even God's voice. That let there be light. But let's explain it from the atheist way. So it's difficult for you to understand that there's a God that created the heaven and the earth. But it's easy for you to understand that two floating things or whatever and hit themselves, made a loud sound, and there was proof, there was explosion, and then the explosion from there, dinosaurs came, from dinosaurs we evolved, fishes, this one, that one. Don't you sound stupid? are you not ashamed of yourself as you're saying that thing you're saying? But because we let them get away with these things, that is why we now, you don't know who you are. So that's why you're feeling less than because you believe in God. You now feel like, oh, maybe I'm the foolish one. No. Let's even think about it logically. Things were created by a being, and things were not created by any being, but random acts of collusion brought everything we have now, right? They say it's evolution, evolution. Okay, how come we still have monkeys? They never evolve. How come we still have human beings? We never evolved to another thing. How come human beings are the only ones that have this consciousness that we have, this soul that we have, this spirit that we have? How come it's only human beings that have it? You can't explain it, but you want me to believe that is too coincidental. It's not. It doesn't make sense, right? So, but if you want to even believe that okay, let's go with your own logic. Okay, let's work with your own logic. So you want to believe that there's no afterlife. Once you die, that's it. That's the end. You're just buried. That's the end. There's no, your consciousness just goes. There's nothing like that. No, nothing like soul. Nothing like heaven. Okay, let's agree with all of that. So why are you angry that somebody goes and kills their neighbor? Why are you angry? That's how purposeless beings behave, like animals. Do you see lions feeling bad that they fought each other to the death? Do you see lions feeling bad that they went into a herd of what is the name, and killed all the young ones or killed all the animals there, or whatever, all the weak ones? Do you think they care? It's survival of the fittest. It's survival of the fittest. So why? What is giving you that basis for morality where you will now say, oh, it's not fair or it's bad? So what makes it bad? If we are living like animals, if we are purposeless, if we are soulless, if we are spiritless, what makes it bad? What makes it bad that somebody is stealing from their neighbor? Now you no lock your door now. Now you lose. Now you no get your gun no big past my own. Now you lose. Your knife no sharp past my own. Now you lose. You no protect your picking past my own. Now you lose. That's that. If we want to follow the logic of atheists, anarchy is what we're going to disintegrate into. You don't have any basis for morality. You don't have any basis to be claiming good. Where does good come from? What makes it good? Even now that, in fact, it's even worse now that we want to even do relative, your truth, my truth, their truth. Your truth, my truth, their truth. Make I do TikTok challenge for them. It's even worse now that everything is relative, everything is okay. If there's no basis for morality, there's no templates, there's no compass for morality. If it's your truth, my truth, why is my own truth now of being of misogyny? Why is my own bad? Why are we saying, oh, men are we have misogynistic men that are doing this to women? Okay, why is what they are doing bad? What makes your own, you that you like women or you care about women, what makes your own good? Where are you getting your morality from? Okay, so I don't know if you guys are getting what I'm trying to say. All I'm trying to just explain is to anybody who is listening that might be doubting God or might be doubting, whether Christianity is even the right way or whether God exists or all of those things. Okay, let's explore the opposite to the end. Let's not be intellectually dishonest. Okay, don't use style and collect some things from God and then remove the remaining, because that's what it feels like to me when you want to talk about the concept of good and evil. It means that you want to use style and collect some things that are evidence of God existing, but you want to also deny the existence of God. The Bible even said this, that they deny the power thereof. I've gotten that scripture. You see, these are the issues. When you stop reading your Bible as often as you should, these are the issues. You start to forget. But you'll be remembering stupid quotes from stupid movies. These are the issues. Anyway, you guys, this live is about to come to an end. I'm supposed to do movie night with my children. I don't even know the movie we're going to watch, but they've just started to come and check on me several times. Is there anything I need to clean? This is clean. This is clean. This is living here. Oh, I need to pour this into. Okay, let me pour it here. The idol worshippers respect, obey, fear their God, but when it's God, because of His mercy, and people just want to take Him for granted. Exactly. I don't understand why I relate with you. Oh, All glory to God. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Exactly. Exactly. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. The atheist unbelief is scripture fulfilled. Exactly. The Matrix knew the thing we didn't know then. I need to go and watch the Matrix again because I feel like to be honest, I've never really watched the Matrix like normal people watch it. I've always come across somebody watching it, and I'll just watch some parts, and I'll just keep it moving. But I think I need to go and watch the Matrix again because I keep hearing about red pill, blue pill, the Matrix, the Matrix is out to get you, all those things like that. I mean, I know that those things are not literal Matrix. I know that they represent different concepts, but I think if I watch the Matrix, I will understand those concepts better. Better. This is live, is live. Thank you. This is not even what I came here to talk about. Though. I came here to talk about all the global tigbo that is going on in this world, that's going on in Nigeria. But I think it's also relevant because at this time, I feel like a lot of people's hearts are so heavy, and a lot of people's hearts are troubled. A lot of people are, losing faith. There's a song I've been listening to a lot more these days. It's He Will Come and Save You by, I don't even know who sang it. It's a very old song. I don't know if it's Hill song, but it's a very old song. I love that song. Is hey, I cannot sing, embarrass myself for here. Say to those who are fearful hearted, do not be afraid. I won't sing it, I'll just say the words. Say to those who are fearful hearted, do not be afraid, for okay, God said it's only a fool that will say there is no God. Exactly. How was that word? For your God is strong, and his mighty in his mighty power when you call on his name. Let me just search for that lyrics. I did sing and now I've forgotten the lyrics. So I know if I sing it, I will remember it. He will come and save you. Okay, it's Bob Fitts. It's Bob Fitts that sang it. He says, okay, say to those who are fearful hearted, do not be afraid. The Lord your God is strong. With his mighty arms, when you call on his name, he will come and save you. He will come and save you. Um, Say to the weary one, your God will surely come. He will come and save you. Okay, he'll come and save you. Wait, I want to look for the. Okay. Say to those who are brokenhearted, do not lose your faith. For your Lord, the Lord your God is strong. With his loving arms, when you call on his name, he will come and save you. Okay. And let's go to the next one. He'll be your refuge in your day of trouble. He'll be your shelter in your time of storm. He'll be your tower in your day of great sorrow. He'll be your fortress in the time of war. Time of war. Mm. So lift up your eyes to him. You will arise again. He will come and save you. I've been singing that song a lot. I've also been singing Savior King. Savior King. Why are these songs flying away from my head now that I'm trying to just say the lyrics? I think I remember that. Savior, yeah, Savior King is Hill songs. Let me just type lyrics. And these are old school songs, though. I mean, there are places you can. I mean, the more current songs are also good, but I think nostalgia plus because I know the lyrics and all of that, I feel like I relate more to some of these older songs. Like when I'm feeling down or when things are unkind, when I listen to them, I feel more uplifted than the more recent songs because I know the lyrics of this one more. Okay. Savior King says, and now the weak say, I have strength by the spirit of power that raised Christ from the dead. And now the poor stand and confess that my portion is you and I'm more than blessed. Let now our hearts burn with a flame, a fire consuming all for your son's holy name. And with the heavens we declare, you are king. We love you, Lord. Let now your church shine as your bride, that you soar in your heart as you offered up your life, let now the lost be welcomed home by the saved and redeemed, those adopted as your own. Anyway, just go and listen to the lyrics. Then which other one again? This particular one. I'm a child of God. I'm no longer a slave to fear. I I am a child of God. I like that song. There's one about till my dying breath. Hi, I must remember that song. Is it till my dying day or till my dying breath? Song, gospel, lyrics. I can't remember the song right now. I can't remember that song. I don't know if you guys can know that song. There's a song that says something about when Jesus. Why have I forgotten the song? Anyway, my mom loves the song. I also love it as well. Why am I forgetting it now? It's devil. It's devil that's making me forget it. It's devil that's making me forget it. Because how can I forget it now that I need people to hear the song? It's devil. I bind and cast you in Jesus' name. Um, but yeah, these are songs that when I listen to, I just until he returns, until he returns and calls me home. This is the power of Christ in me. When I stretch hand to find out breath, Jesus remains my destiny. No power of hell, nothing on him can never stop me from him. No power of hell. In Christ alone. You see, as I binded and casted the devil, yeah, I now remembered it. In Christ alone, I love that song. I love it. If you see me blasting it here, no power of hell. Yes, in Christ alone. Yeah, the details of my hair will come very soon because I filmed a video on it. Um, yeah. Yeah, you guys, I am done with my kitchen. So let me get going. Thank you all so much for keeping me company today. I really, really appreciate it. My things are not here yet, which is absolutely annoying. My things have gotten to Nigeria since my things have been in Nigeria. Make una clear the things and send to me now. No, they are holding on to those things. It's annoying me. They were supposed to bring it this week, but they said something is happening with the customs server, been a customs computer, been a waiting. I'm just like, Nigeria, why is your own different? When our things were moved to the UK, they came right on time, like right on time. The exact time they said they were going to come, things were going to come. That's when they arrived. You reach your turn, Nigeria. You reach your turn. Akoli Asiri. Asiri has entered now. We're now speaking long English. But it's okay. When those things come, I'll definitely vlog and then set up my kitchen well. My kitchen is taking shape. I don't know if you guys can see. Well, my live is lagging a little bit, so I don't know what you guys can see. Okay, so I just have some things here. These are my baking stuff, sugar, flour, and granola. I have these bowls here. Then all my spices are here. Orishi. Here I have my mixing bowl and my this thing. Here I have teacups. Here I have glasses. So I have just the ones that. Why is my screen dark? Yeah? Can you guys hear me? Ah, okay. So hmm. So I have just the things that I bought when I came to Lagos because we have to have things. So now I'm ending up buying things that I even have because I cannot be waiting now. I cannot be waiting and managing. It's okay. It's all good. It's been an eventful day. Let me call these children. I need to still go upstairs now and arrange my room, arrange my kids' rooms. Although I'll do that one, my kids' room in the morning. Arrange everywhere. So when the cleaners come, I like to arrange everywhere. So when they come, they can really see where they want to clean or they need to clean and clean it well. Bathrooms, that one is not a problem. But for the rooms, I need to remove everything like in their way. So that when they want to clean, they'll clean things, they'll clean the house well. And at least that cleaning goes a long way, even though I think I need to have more days, maybe twice a week. But yeah, thank you guys so much for being with me this evening. Did you buy another stainless steel pot? My sister, I had to buy you. I bought 3 self. I bought it from Ajabo Home Finds though, so they're not brand new, but they're pretty good. So I bought from Ajabo Home Finds. I bought 3 stainless steel pots and I bought one one Dutch oven. What they call that one? Cast iron pot. Yeah, I had to buy that. I had to buy electric kettle, even though I had to buy bowls and all these rich cutlery set, everything, even though I have. So I guess when they come now, I'll now have extra. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let's be doing this live monthly. See, this thing you're saying now, you're not the first. It's not the first time anybody will say it. You guys, if you've been joining my lives, you know that I always end my life so optimistic about how I'll be doing this weekly, I'll be doing this monthly, or I'll be doing this. And at the end of the day, I end up not doing it, which is annoying. It's bad actually. I need to try because I actually like going live. Funny enough, because I get to talk and talk and talk, and I feel like I connect more with my core people, like my people. I feel like I connect more with you guys when I do lives. However, I can't say. I'll tell my assistant. I have an assistant anyway. I'll tell her that she should just schedule live for once a month and be on my head to do it. If she's on my neck to do it, I will most likely do it. But if not, can't promise anything. Because the way my life is right now is so not. It's so not. It's so not like organized the way it should be. But we move. Yeah, thank you so much for the super chat. I can't remember the name of the person who sent it from New York. Let me go back into Rina Dorius, right? I think that's your name. Thank you so much for your super chat. I really, really do appreciate it because when I stand here, I'm talking. When I see super chat, it's like, oh, okay, I'm not just talking in vain. Somebody appreciates it. No, but I know you guys appreciate it. I love your feedback on my lives, especially. I feel like it's my people that always join my lives. So it's like we're just chatting, with ourselves. So I don't have friends who I don't have friends that I chat with. Okay, well, only Nello and 1 or 2 people, but I don't in this Lagos that I've come to. I don't have friends. I don't go anywhere with anybody. Like it's so bad. It's even worse than when I was in the UK. In the UK, at least at this time, I already had friends now. At this time, I already had people I used to go and visit in the UK. But here in Lagos, nobody. Have a splendid weekend. Thank you. We should do this more often. Thank you. I'll try. This is how we want to go to bed, thinking of Jesus. Yeah. I like that too. I like that. It helps to even remind me too to Badoanya Jisike. Okay. I don't know if you guys understand that, but just keep on keeping on. Keep on holding on. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I'm going to end the stream now. Love you guys. See you next time. Bye.